Hello and welcome back to the RaidzBank podcast. This is episode 17. My name is Hoyt, and I'm joined here with the best, the greatest, Heartless and Poplo. How are you, boys?
Doing well.
Great.
Good. So yeah, I was on a bit of a side quest last week. I like that term, so I'm going to keep going with that.
Nice.
And it was because I was lucky enough to get on the Scythe cast. So big shout out to Seder. That episode is out now, so check it out on the Scythe cast. It's a whole 3 hours long, and I saved Heartless and Poplo from talking about minigames. I made Seder talk to me about minigames.
I feel like that's right up his alley, though, right?
Yeah, no, he definitely he had some takes on all of them, and it was a good talk. We talked about a whole lot of other things like skilling and brighter shores, and even closed out with some religious talk, which is pretty interesting. So definitely show him some love. Big appreciation for having us on, and hopefully, we get some new faces popping around, checking out the podcast. And if that's you, then welcome.
It's great. It's great so far. I've listened to the first part of it, and it's been great. You did great, Hoyt. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I did try out his weird Red Bull and oat milk drink.
Dude, that got me at the beginning. That was so funny. It was well done, Hoyt. That was a huge pull.
That was awesome. So where did you hear about that? Where did he talk about that?
He's talked about it quite a few times, but in a couple of videos ago, he had reiterated it again. And it just sounds so wild. I love trying new foods and stuff, so I was game. And honestly, it was really good. I won't do it again because it's an extra step I don't need to take. But yeah, oat milk with Red Bull. It's apparently a Utah West Coast thing. They put stuff in their sodas. I don't know. Have you two tried putting things into soda?
We're both West Coast boys.
Absolutely. Have you heard of this?
Oh yeah,
absolutely. You don't get up here in Canada on the West Coast. No way.
Yeah,
not that one specifically, but a little Dr. Pepper with some cream and a little
with some cream
or something.
You guys,
that's crazy.
All these American West Coasters are crazy.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Man. I just have original Coca-Cola right now. So.
Poplo just goes out to his field and milks the cow, direct raw milk right into the DP.
Unpasteurized.
Yeah,
that's right.
Raw milk.
Hey, I got a joke / intro for you guys going off of the cow stuff. All right.
Go for it.
Like a cow walking through tall grass, I'm utterly tickled to be here today.
Oh God.
You're done.
You're done. Kick him off. Kick him off the gas.
Come on.
This is the last you guys are hearing of Poplo, and he's done. He's in timeout.
There's someone entering my house. Oh no, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, that's funny. The footsteps are getting louder.
Yeah. Why do I hear voices?
I think it's I think the whole the cream and stuff in soda is I want to say it's like people who in Utah they don't drink a lot of alcohol because they tend to be religious. So I think it's more of a fake a mocktail thing where they spice up their sodas and stuff. But
yeah,
maybe it's so crazy, I
don't think
crazy.
I don't think the Mormon community can have caffeine too.
Oh, they don't do caffeine. Yeah, you're right.
That's too bad.
So, there's also something about warm or cold drinks.
R.I.P. to the Mormon mornings. Jesus.
Let us know in the comments if what's going on, how this started. But I do have to say it was pretty good.
We've got shops like that, like Pop Stop and stuff. You can go to a place like that and put everything in it. I will say I was driving one day and I saw a place that looked super cool like that. It was called the Cola Cove, and it had this iguana with sunglasses on it on the sign, and I was like, dude, we should stop. I was talking to my wife, I was like, we should stop by there because that looks awesome. And then we almost pull in, and I find out it's a weed dispensary. And I was like, that's not at all what I was expecting. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That reminds me, we had you said a shop that's just soda. around where I live, there is at one point a cereal store where you would go in, not a store, but like a restaurant. You get a bowl, and then there's like a wall of dispensers, and you'd pick what cereal you want.
What?
And then the milk and toppings, and they closed after like a year. There's no way that worked out, but
oh my gosh, dude, I would go there every morning.
Dude, the overhead costs have to be so low, and you're just buying cereal in bulk.
Oh God.
So
and milk in bags. That's right.
Yeah. But
what you been up to? What you been up to in game?
We'll
go milk in bags another day. We saved that one for a chest room.
You guys are gonna hate it, but now I've been prepping for sailing.
We mentioned that for you when you were gone.
Yeah, I completed the materials tab of the sheet, so I got 50 mil out. I got everything but like magic stones. I didn't pre-buy all those, but I did some quick maths trying to figure out how I could get rune bars because I used mine previously for alks. So that was fun. Spoiler, the answer was not rune dragons. It was actually mining rune and priff and world hopping. You get like 90 an hour, which is crazy. Sometimes much more. Yeah.
It's one of the most
killing rune dragons was
one
like
of the most Hoyt things
hour.
of all time, prepping for sailing, going back to mining.
Literally mining
raw
rune.
materials.
Mining rune.
Crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah. So now
I couldn't believe that you can compete with the bots.
It is crazy. I used the total level worlds, that helped a lot. And also Song of the Elves, a lot of the bots aren't doing priff. I'm guessing.
And we got like four rocks out there?
There's 4 rocks, yeah. It was rough at times though. I would hop like 5 worlds and they're empty in a row pretty regularly. But besides that, now I'm just trying to save up some Slayer points. So I'm doing a lot of Turiel boosting with Konar. And I'll probably dabble with the Wilderness and listen to Heartless. He's probably right, but
it's true.
That's it for me.
He's got some good things to say.
Heartless has a huge update, but first I want to talk to Mr. Poplo. What have you been up to?
Yeah, last week on the group Iron Man, I finished Perilous Moons, so that was huge. Happy to be done there.
And you got something.
And I got something?
Your group got something big.
Oh, I talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We had pulled a 4KC Shadow last week. Ooh. So that's pretty sick. I never see it in the group storage, so I don't know, someone's hogging it. So I don't know. I can't even use it, so it doesn't matter.
It's been real world traded
when
already.
The time comes. Yeah, it's already gone.
It's gone.
I've got my rent covered for a couple months, which is great.
Just have cheap rent.
Yep. Yeah. Finished Perilous Moons. Been just doing a lot of Herbivore. Trying to get. Okay, I moved the main back over to Penguin Agility because one of my buddies, Pump, and I were in a Discord call, and I went over to Penguin Agility. We shouted him out a couple weeks ago. He did like 12,000 laps or something, or 10,000 laps for the squirrel at Penguin Agility. Yeah. And I went over there because I was doing Cold War on the group Iron. And the very first obstacle, when you jump down into the water, you have to like swim through the water, and it's really slow, and you can get hit by like the moving icebergs there. But when I was doing the quest, I jumped down, and you have to do 1 lap of the agility course for the quest. I clicked the first like obstacle after you jump down into the water, and because of the new sailing update, you land on top of the water like it's ice, and you slide across it, like you run across it. And so there's like a huge buff now to the Penguin Agility course. You won't get hit by any of the icebergs, and you don't have to swim. You like run across it like normal.
So this is bug abuse, is what you're saying.
I don't think it's intended.
Remove his account.
But they did it, dude. They did it with the sailing update. They could take it out if they wanted to. Yeah. So
you're gonna abuse early,
abuse often.
Yeah,
exactly.
Early and often.
So that's the motto, right?
It is.
Yeah. Other than that, that's not too much. That's what I've been up to. So.
Nice. All right, Heartless.
Lay it on us.
Okay. So
what happened?
Something happened. So we want to start this section out with a massive shout out to clan member God of Thunder. who has been working on his Grandmaster Slayer helm for about 6 months now, and he was down to the last task. His last task, which was kind of a weird one for a last task, it was 50 hard mode top KC. So he literally just had, he's a gamer, he's done everything else, he just needed to get 50 hard mode top KC done. He's been doing, solos on like 416, which is the free-for-all world. He's been doing whatever he can to get a hard mode team together. Poplo, it can be tough to like put a team together, even if you know a lot of friends. You do need 4 people. You can do it with 3, but it's not as fun. Yeah. You can do it with 4 or 5. You need a good group.
4 is comfy.
Mm-hmm.
4 is way more comfy.
And 5
is just
5 is ideal though, because you go fast as well.
5
Anyway,
is
the
best
point
for completions.
I think it was Thursday night. We got a good session in. We did like 4, maybe 5 of them, and he left it with 1 left. He wanted to edge, of course. As a gamer, so he decided to leave the last one for Friday night because he wanted very specific, just like close friends in the raid with him. So Poplo, you were invited, of course, just the people who would help them along the way on the journey. He kind of wanted that like moment to have everyone there. So it was like me, Hydra, you. I can't remember who the 5th was. It was Pump, another friend of the show. Yeah. So the 5 of us, we roll up. And we do our first raid, and we wipe at Versic. All that experience, and
no, don't tell him that. No,
that was 15 people in the voice chat. We're all excited to talk to Thunder.
We had our GZs ready.
People started picking up. Imagine you wipe, and then boom, we a calamitous wipe. Everyone made mistakes, and we go down. And I didn't have much time because my fiance was about to be home, and I needed to get off and cook dinner. So, because I do it on Wednesday nights, and I was like, okay, we sneak one more in, right? We have to for Thunder. Like she'll understand. And then
she can be hungry.
We run it back. We lock in, clean raid all the way through.
Oh yeah.
We finish the last task, and Thunder deservingly gets his plaudits. Then we roll into the chest room, our favorite segment. And a purple's waiting for us, and it's in my name, right in the back. So
middle chest.
We run on up the old 5 manor, and we crack the chest open, and boom, inside is the Scythe of Matur.
Let's go.
Yeah. So 1,200 regulars, 227 hard mode. Finally, wow. I was about 2.5 times dry. Crazy. What are the chances that it happens on Thunder's final task for Grandmaster? Poetic.
Oh my god.
Everyone in congratulated him. I feel like I overshadowed him with it, but so needless to say, I didn't cook dinner, and instead I had a few drinks. So it was a good night. Yeah. And I went to bed. I ended up going to bed at 9 o'clock, which is
on
extremely...
the couch?
9 o'clock. No, in bed. No, not on the couch. No, she was okay. She knew I was been grinding for the. I've been grinding for the Scythe. So she was like, "Oh, have fun. It's all good." Nice. I slept like a baby. The relief, the relief of sleep. We were down. Great,
just smiling.
Smiling and great sleep. I can finally rest. It felt like that.
How does it feel now?
It feels surreal. Like I've been grinding top since I could, like maybe in 2020 whenever I started the account. I've never gone extremely hard at it, tons and tons of KC. Top's one of those things where you can only do so much of it before you kind of get a little burnt out, or the team falls apart and you need to move on. And it's not very fun to do solo. So it was something I've been chipping away at. The last year or two, I have definitely stepped up the amount I've done it because it's one of the final items. But yeah, it feels crazy to be finished the mega rares, finish the Ellie, finish the imbued heart. I'm done all the the super long grinds, so get to move on to other things now, which is exciting. I CMs to do. I'd still like to do more hard modes to get the dust, and as we all know, Poplo went 1900 KC for his, so who knows? It could be in for another 1,000 Tom. But yeah, it goes
a lot quicker with the Scythe, I would imagine.
Yeah, it feels pretty crazy. I've never swung one before, so that was a nice feeling. I'd immediately. Hoyt, do you think I'm ready for the mid game now? I'd love to move on.
Do you have Direct Cape? Yeah. You're not maxed yet.
So
you did max.
You'd be proud, Hoyt. I immediately took my new Scythe and I went right to the Perilous Moons and started swinging it around.
Oh man,
That's what you did first.
Yeah.
There's nothing for you there.
I did that this morning. I did some Perilous Moons. I just wanted to chill. So I tried it on. I only have Blue Moon left, so I'm just running to Blue Moon and back. I just thought it was funny. Yeah. It's one of the first things I did.
He's a clogger now.
I've tried it. I've tried it in a few places, and it's an unreal weapon. So very excited.
For the record books, what number of purples was it? Didn't you say like 80 or something?
No, it wasn't that many. It was something like 50, 55, I think.
Okay.
So
very nice.
I think raid is like 19. So it was like 2.5 times. Yeah, it was.
So
I was ready for
Zuckhelm.
Yeah, I think that's like this is like the last thing I wanted before I started going for the Zuckhelm. I think sailing. We're gonna talk quite a bit about it today. It'll throw a wrench. I'd like to, do all the sailing content, enjoy that for a few months. Maybe in the new year. Yeah, get the cape back, and then maybe in post bingo in the new year, look into going for Grandmasters before the summer.
Yeah.
Or by the end of the year. I'm not gonna rush it, but yeah, I'm gonna have my eyes on it now moving forward. But yeah, I'm really excited to just like be done, and I can move on to, do some other grinds and push towards sailing, which I think is going to be a great update next week. In fact, it's 2 days after you're listening to this, because this comes out on Monday and sailing comes out on Wednesday. So it's it's coming out in 2 days. So I hope
it's like the calm before the storm. I'm so excited.
A little bit. Wait, you said you're pretty excited. Kid on Christmas.
I'm so excited.
Or Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's like keeping me up at night. I was like more excited like a week ago because it started to feel real, but now it's like so close. It doesn't even like in shock. It's coming out. The game will be so different. I just hope. I don't know. I know it will be good. We don't have anything to compare it to because it's like you have like the night before Leagues drops, but it's in a separate universe from the main game. So if it's bad or good, or if it's bugged, it doesn't matter. It's like doesn't touch your normal game. So very excited.
This changes everything.
Yep, there's no going back.
That's right.
So, and they added it in the game, so you can go to OSRS map viewer. If you Google that, you can like zoom around the world and look at the islands and look at the resources. I watched a YouTube video last night. It is in our sailing channel. I would like to give him credit though. What is it? Active Power. He's a smaller, newer creator, but he just went through all the new islands, what's on them. So I won't spoil for anyone, but really cool. But yeah, you guys excited? Poplo, you excited for sailing?
Honestly, not really. I don't know.
Poplo's a hater. He's a hater. He's Team Shamanism.
He's in Falador right now. I can see him.
Team Shamanism. Well, yeah. Yeah.
He's got his cannon.
To say. Poplo will have to change his mind next week. He's a pessimist.
I don't know. I'm a little pessimistic. When I think about it, I get a little bit of a pit or knot in my stomach. I'm gonna try to stay just as neutral as possible, but I can't lie and just say that I'm all gun ho and I'm super excited for it.
Representing the HLC well.
I have to.
Someone has to do it.
We're all nervous.
I think that's normal though. It is fair because the game is in such a good spot right now. There's been so many good updates.
Change.
I know. It's so good. Just don't touch it.
I know, but you gotta let them cook because they've just been so good with the last updates. They've all hit pretty well, and they've worked so hard on this one. I think there's such a low chance of it failing. I guess.
Hey, a low chance is not a zero chance.
You're correct, but there's you have to have a little risk if you want something good to come out of it. So I think it's fine to feel that way.
I'm not closing it off completely. I'm just saying I'm a little nervous and just like the way that the state of the game is right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, that's
I'm not counting. I'm not disregarding. I'm not counting it out. But I got a little knot in my stomach realizing that it's coming out on freaking Wednesday. Like it's here.
Yeah, it is here.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, I feel the knot right now just thinking about it. But I am kind of nervous for. I mean, this is gonna be sailing part 1. I mean that they've kind of said that. We've all seen it. I'm I'm kind of like nervous to go full sweat, and this is all my own fault. I don't have to do any of this, but if I go full sweat and I get, close to 99 or something, and then months later, like it gets so much better, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, but that's the same with anything. I've done that. I did 4,500 Duke before the changes, where I had to go to the wall each time to get the thing. It's like you just gotta accept that the time you played is the time you played, and you move on. The best way to play is to just quit for a year, and then everything will get easier.
There's also day one bugs you can take advantage of, like penguin courses or something, right, Poplo?
So we're not abusing bugs here. Hold on. I call this dark technology, boys. Come on, we're all about the dark tech.
I don't know about. I don't feel the pit at all. I'm just all in. I'm gung ho. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be great. Poplo's frightening you. Hoyt, come back to the good side.
You got one ear pierced. You got your peg leg. Your parrot.
I got my fashion scape.
I got my fashion scape ready too.
Your IRL parrot.
It's true.
I am doing a little gambling in the Discord to see who's gonna get 99 first in the world when it will happen. So I think I'm not going to reveal my exact guess, but I think it will be I don't know, maybe in the 4 to 6 day range. That's kind of my estimates. So
that's crazy.
For 99?
We'll see. For 99, yeah.
6 days, huh?
Or less.
I think less.
Dude, our community is weird. And you have account shares too.
Yeah, the first account was confirmed to be account sharing. Yep. Well, it wasn't confirmed. It was unofficially confirmed to be account sharing.
And
allegedly.
Allegedly.
When probably
people in your clan, Poplo.
I don't even know.
Slander. No, it was an Iron Man, actually.
So.
It was the first one.
I don't think so, yeah.
It was crazy. But definitely account shared. There's no way it wasn't. We should move on to our clan shoutouts, Hoyt.
We should. All right, moving on to the clan shoutouts. And if you'd like to be a part of this, join our Discord, post your achievements. The link is in the bottom, in the description. Also, join us in game. You can join as a guest, and you just type in RaidsBank, one word with a Z, and ask for an invite. We'll get you one. We've had a lot of new people joining, so you'll be part of a whole new wave of RaidsBank, a whole new generation. So join the group. And clan shoutouts first. We have Mr. Szechuan Juan got his Nid pet from Araxor at 5,061 KC, making it his 46th pet.
Jeez.
Is he closing in on you, Poplo? How many do you have?
I have 49, so he's right on my heels.
You better get on it.
I know.
Craplo's.
Okay, my bad, dude. We'll get on it.
That was one.
Like I haven't been this whole time.
That was one's last Slayer pet as well. So
nice, big GZ one. I don't know how long he was like double. I assume he was destroying. I just don't know which KC he started.
Surely quite early. I imagine as soon as he greenlocked it, he got onto it. So it's a rough look.
Yeah. Next, we have Ryuka-san. Seems like every week we have something to talk about with him. He got Dom at 2,222 delves. Then another one 8 delves later. So 2 pets with an 8 KC.
Nice, another pet.
So very crazy. But congrats, Ryu.
2.
Yeah, 2. J Court, longtime friend of the clan, got his Magma Mutagen at 10,875 Zulrah.
Oh,
now he just needs the Tans Mutagen.
That's really
rough.
He's
green logged.
Poplo, didn't you go something like this for your Mutagen?
I got so I went dry on the Mutagen. I went to 80 was my KC, and I thought that was like crazy dry. I'm pretty sure it was like 80, and that was back in the day of Armadillo Tebow camping. So I mean, kills were a little bit slower, but I was like, if I hit 10,000, dude, I'm just quitting. So J Court, you're an absolute beast for going the distance.
There's 1 in 6,500, and he has 0 at 10,000.
Yeah, but
so
there's
technically
2.
They're like
there's
2, so it's really 1 in half of that.
1 in 3.4K or something. But it's back in the day, this is a bit of old meta lore, but quite a long time ago, you used to wear full bandos. This was before Torva was out, before Oathblade, anything like that. The meta, Tob has always been kind of like the end game PVMers place to go. That's where all the sweats love to stay. It tends to be people's favorite raid when they've learned it because it just has the most to it, the most kind of meat to it. And it's the one people are always looking for upgrades for. But old school meta, you would wear bandos top, bandos bottom, prims, and then you would wear a Serp helm. So you would often get called up for Booger Helm, and endgame players used to grind Zulrah like hell just to get their colored helm. And it was quite common that people would grind for it. And I think it's because you didn't lose a max hit, or it was like right before the jaw came out, so it literally was best in slot. And it kind of remained that way until Torva came out, that it was great at top. So for many, many years, a lot of people had you'll see old players with lots of Zulrah KC for that reason.
Which color are you guys?
I was just gonna ask.
10's 100%.
I'm a big magma guy.
I'm gonna say magma, but I got the tans and I wasn't upset at all.
Oh yeah. I think tans is more popular. Like usually when I say magma, people like throw up. They're like, oh my god.
I do kind of wish there was a place for the Serp helm, because right now there's just no place for it.
Yeah.
I don't have one, and it has never hurt me.
That's what I'm saying.
Except for going back to Zulrah.
Right.
The only place I would ever use it is like at Tob. If I was poisoning something, you can bring it as a switch to like flick, hit something.
Yeah.
There's very, very few niche cases. Also, I use it in the wilderness doing chins and stuff to like not be venomed by PKers, but that's like pretty much the only places I use the Serp, which is sad because it's a cool item.
Yeah, I got spooned the other two uniques and just said, I don't think I need a Serp anymore, so I'm gonna leave.
I mean, it's certainly useful, right? Like if you're like a main and you're sort of can't afford a jaw, the Serp's a great placeholder. It's only one less strength. It's quite generally powerful and useful. You can use it at Toa and stuff. It does have its place in like mainscape, but in the end game, there's really no reason to have a Serp. It also is like costs quite a bit of money to run it when you're at the point where you would want it, which is also a bit disappointing. So you just tend to not see the Serp very much.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
It's weird the jaw has kind of fallen from grace now that Oathblade is so good. Like, why would you go kill 1,000 Basilisk Knights and hope you get it? And you just go to Yama.
I'd say it's it's not dead content because mains will still purchase it to like learn to raid and stuff. But yeah, Oathblade has definitely replaced it generally.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Well, shout out and big GZ to Juan, Ryukason, and Jay Court.
I'm a little disappointed, Hoyt, in the clan, I have to say. No third age. No third age this week.
No third age.
What gives? We had 3 weeks in a row. We had third age in the clan shoutouts, and now nothing. You guys are slacking. Get on your clues. RaidsBank is hot. Get your clues open.
You get your Fashionscape ready for sailing, and you need third age for sailing. That's on the prep sheet.
It's on the prep sheet. Okay,
to crack this casket.
Last question. What is your favorite third age? Besides the... no, I'll just leave it open. What's your favorite third age piece? If you could crack one on the Iron Man, what would you want?
I'll say immediately third age bow for BA.
Okay, you want the bow?
I just think it's like actually useful, which is crazy.
I mean, obviously we would all say pick because it's like the most prestigious one. It's actually useful too.
Yeah.
But if it weren't for the pick or like maybe the axe, because those are like genuinely decent items, like you could actually use them and flex them. What's the like other item that you would pick? But you went for the bow, Hoyt. What about you, Poplo?
I think the other one that stands out to me is the kite shield.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's like very noticeable. Yeah, I don't want to pick something that's not super noticeable, but I think that one looks cool.
That's fair.
What about you?
For me, I love the robe top. I think it looks so cool. The long robe.
Yeah, I think it's really the coolest, but it's kind of overdone. It's like it's everyone's favorite. That's kind of the thing.
That's fair enough. But the helm looks great too. The helm stands out. So there's
honestly
I think
anything with the range set.
The range set is kind of ugly, I think.
It's so bad, dude.
Imagine you pull 30 Van races. I would be sad. I mean, like, I would love
even the
to pull
bottoms
third
are
age one.
top.
Dude, third age amulet, third age
is
van
okay.
braces. Ugh. The only place you ever want to see. A little bit of technology here for the people. If you're ever in the wilderness during a clan event and you're doing a Wildy boss, you set up a camera outside, so an alt account, buy yourself a third age ring. You can transform into any third age piece. And you can transform into third age van braces, and they blend right in with the ground, so you can't even see them. Now, most people will have the player indicator on, but it's still funny that you're showing up as third age van braces, so it can trick people. It's a great move. It's the only place you want to see a third age van brace set.
I heard Framed call the wilderness alarm the weenie alarm.
The weenie alarm?
It's hilarious.
That is
like you're a weenie if you use it. Like you're a scaredy cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna use every
weenie.
So funny.
You know, I tell you what, I'll do everything in my power to stop PKers from killing people. Anything.
Absolutely.
I want them to cry as much as possible, and I want to collect those tears and turn them into Juna, the tears of Gothics.
We just lost 1% of our audience. Come on, Heartless.
Hey, that's fine.
There's at least 100 PKers.
Cruelty to PKers is one of my favorite things.
And that's the whole podcast.
Okay, there we go.
So,
shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah.
If we need to be anti-PKer, don't worry, I'll be that guy. I'll be the people's champion. I gotta say, most people probably hate PKers too, so let's no problem.
I don't hate them. I just wish they didn't exist.
That's the same. Oh my god.
Potentially. All right.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of PKing, we have a big. First I'll get into something else first. But game updates, we already said it. Sailing's dropping this Wednesday, 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific. That's the 19th. If you're under a rock, you might not have known that, but sure, all of us are waiting. I know that episode the following week is going to be a banger, so I can't wait for that. Also, the official OSRS podcast is back. I think it's safe to say they were intimidated by the RaidsBank podcast. It's a huge success.
It's true.
That's right.
So they wanted to capitalize on us bringing podcasts back in 2025, and they have episode 1 with Mod Kieran. I listened to it, really good. It's hosted by Mod Sween and Aiza. I think it was just them three for the most part.
It was just the 3.
It's always good to see like the behind the scenes, and Mod Kieran is like the game director of content, or he's one of the most influential people in charge of the game. So good to know what he's thinking. And if you don't know who he is, he made the Inferno like 7 years ago. So he's a goat, a legend, really good dude.
You love him or you hate him because of that?
I think everyone loves him.
Yeah.
And then we got a big old release. I had thought I heard about this at like the Summer Summit, but we got an official date and a name. Deadman Annihilation is coming January 30th, 2026. So we got quite a bit of time. We got 2.5 months. But first off the bat, I know I played the most recent Deadman Armageddon, I believe it was. I got all the cosmetics except for like the teleport and like a rug, but I had a good time, and I'm not a PKer. I was skilling and like hiding from people. I was like being a bush kid, like in Fortnite, where they just hide in the bush and wait for the circle. That was me. But what about you two? I know we've briefly talked about this, but Poplo, I'll start with you. Have you played any Deadman? What do you think of it? Any interest?
I've watched every finale, but I've never played. I just like the drama.
And why have you not played?
I would get killed by everybody because I suck at PKing. And we'll talk about it later, but I think the bank keys were the biggest turnoff for me. Like stuff that I had collected and stored in my bank. And then if I go out and die just doing some random thing, people are going to take all my expensive stuff.
Yep.
And that doesn't sound fun to me. So we'll get back to that later. But
yeah. Heartless, what about you? Have you played any? And
yeah, I know. I just
why?
hated on PKers, but I'm talking to more like the casual type that bother you, pester you in the wilderness. I think these events are really sweet. I love the Deadman All Stars like creator one that they always tend to do. I think it's Solo Mission that runs those. Great drama, great PKing. Love to see all the different teams' perspectives and like the cool drops that they get from those breaches and stuff like that. I think that's like peak YouTube content. Honestly, it's really fun and it comes out fast and quickly, so you get to kind of keep up every daily with the different teams. This is kind of the place where PKers belong. It's honestly, given what I said earlier, this is what they deserve. They should have these kind of dedicated events where only other PKers will be involved and they don't have to use the like food chain system of the wilderness, or hop around for 3 hours and then be like, oh, I just kill this guy Green Dragons because there's nothing else to kill. I think this is a cool event. The rewards are very sick. They were great last time, and they're going to probably be great this time, which means I think I might try it, Hoyt, but I'm going to be like you. I'm going to be, maybe doing Slayer, maybe doing chill stuff, trying to make money. How do you even get points? That's my real question for you.
So
do you actively have to PK?
Describe it, but no.
Okay.
So the biggest way to get points last time was to go to the rifts, which is kind of acting as bait for PKers to kill you, but is to go to, I think, what do they call them? They don't call them
breaches,
rifts, do they? Breaches, thank you.
Yep.
Go to the breach and kill NPCs that come out of the rift. If you just get partial damage, you get points, but it's like basically every hit splat you're doing, you're getting so many points. So if you just bring rag gear, go out there in the RCB and shoot at, this giant General Grardor running around, you might get jumped on, but there's also safety in numbers. So if you just if you just death dot and stand by people, you'll probably be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
you try to look like the biggest, noob out there.
Exactly. Just like you're not worth their time.
Yeah, you got the green d'hide top, the red d'hide bottoms, and the rune crossbow. Yeah, that seems like a good move.
That's how you farm points. Now, in between that, you get points for like just leveling up, getting XP, completing. Like I think I did a lot of diaries. Of course, I'm Hoyt, but
classic.
Not allowed to go to the breach without doing your elite diaries.
Trouble brewing.
I can't help myself but do diaries. I just can't. I love them. But
they call the
if you just ring. That stuff will be very, very slow points, but they do stack up. But just go to the breaches and you have more points than you know what to do with. So that's my recommendation. But yeah, good to hear everyone's opinions before we get into it. If you aren't familiar with Deadman mode, I'll do my best to kind of give you a quick overview. So it's a temporary game mode. You get boosted XP, just like leagues, and everywhere but banks and like some city centers are safe areas. Sorry. Banks and some other areas are safe. Everywhere else is dangerous. So even like around Varrock, pretty sure you can just get jumped on and killed. So you have to be careful. Actually, I take that back. There's like guards in the cities. I don't recall exactly how cities work, but maybe right outside the wall, you just instantly can get jumped on and multi and killed by clan. And obviously that's not the normal RuneScape game we play. So it's basically wilderness everywhere. And you get these points, just like league points for leveling up, for killing other players, for completing quests, diaries, doing damage to these breaches. Breaches appear every hour to every few hours, maybe in that kind of time frame. They're frequent, but you do have to wait like 45 minutes for one if you haven't found one. It's like that. There'll be warning messages in games. You go to this area. It'll tell you like where to go usually. And they can be anywhere in the world, and a breach will open, just like this big rift, and all these monsters will pop out of it, and you're side to side with other players attacking these monsters that come out. So it could be Kriara, it could be General Grardor, it could be just like a greater Pyre Fiend, or the superior Slayer monsters they love to use. The models are cool. It'll just be doing a ton of damage and have a huge health bar. So you're just killing them alongside everyone to get points. But at any time, the dude next to you can turn and look at you and just freeze you and start specking you out. So, in the past, when you die, you don't just lose your gear and your inventory, but you also would lose the 10 most valuable items in your bank and the 10 most valuable stacks of items. So if you had 20 rune plate bodies, it would count as one stack. You lose 9 other things as well. But this year, they're doing a huge change, and bank keys are gone, which is amazing. Yes. Changes everything. I remember like cutting magic trees with a rune axe in the middle of nowhere, and people would come kill me because to them it was worth nothing. Or to them it was worth the time and effort because it's possible I had stuff in my bank that they could get. And I was just so frustrating because it's like, dude, I'm literally poor. Like you spent more money to kill me. It's like doing a clue scroll in the wilderness, you know? It's like, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. So let's see here. They're introducing Deadman's skull points. What's that, Poplo?
Hoyt, I was gonna say, do you like? Wasn't it from like one of the first Deadman's 2? When you died, you would lose EXP as well.
Yes. Yeah, you would. Like, it was so brutal, and you were capped on XP like that you could get per day. It was awful.
Yeah,
they made it really this seems way better. And the brackets, I mean, you've kind of talked about the brackets, combat brackets, immunity plus not the bank thing. This makes me like a casual. They want more casuals to play, really. Yep. That's the goal, right? They want the everyman. They want us to go and join. They want the listeners to be like, it's piquing my interest. Like, they need it to have slightly less risk for that to be a real thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll probably play for 3 days, get PK'd a bunch, and then quit. But at least we'll try it.
But hey, yeah. Sorry to cut you off. Wait, you can.
No, you're good. I'm just kind of word vomiting this. So yeah, as we mentioned, there are combat brackets, so that like, not just any level 126 can go kill a level 3. It wouldn't be very fun. So there are combat bracket worlds, 3 to 60, 61 to 80, 81 to 95, and then 96 and up. So you can still do like a pure build. You could be level 79 or level 80, and you could be trying to find, people who just hit 61 and hopped into your world. Once you hit a level, like, you won't be able to like get XP or do anything. Your account will be like locked. I don't remember exactly what happens until you go to the proper world. And in the past, I didn't see if this was staying around, but I'm sure it will. In the past, you got like 1 hour of immunity for every new bracket you went into. So it was really unique with like game planning, where you would say, well, I'm going to save Monkey Madness until I get into the next bracket, because there'll be so many PKers waiting outside the quest area that I want to make sure I'm immune when I go to do Monkey Madness.
Or in the caves. So, yeah, there's lots of like choke points where you could use the immunity.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they extended it a little bit too, like even more than an hour.
Yeah, it was weird, but I liked it because I knew what to do. But dude, if you wasted your 1 or 2 hours of immunity, like, you were going to have a bad time when you found out that, like, oh, dude, you didn't do Monkey Madness when you had immunity? Oh, good luck, dude. Like, there's a lot of FOMO, I guess. So I don't know if that was great, but very necessary. Imagine if a clan's parked and you can never use a Dragon Scimitar because there's so many people waiting right there. It'd be terrible. So yeah. Ruinous prayers are also going to be back. You can purchase them with Deadman Skull points. Do you two remember Ruinous prayers? And if so, what are your thoughts? Poplo, I'll start with you.
For main game, I think this was maybe one of the biggest dodged bullets that was going to come out.
It was close like a separate, as well. It was really close.
Yeah, it was really close. A separate prayer book just with some crazy busted prayers on there. Also, I was kind of thinking about this too. I was like, would it be so bad if we were just like that much stronger? Killing bosses faster is more fun. So I'm like, I don't know. I might be on the power creep train now that I was reminiscing on it.
Oh no!
I mean, we're on it, so you better realize that we are.
We are on it, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think, dude, it'll be sick. You could probably do some crazy stuff on Deadman mode with Ruinous powers. I don't remember all the prayers that were on it, but there's some super accurate ones, some overheads, like, what was there, like a double smite or something? Yeah, there's some crazy stuff.
Prayers? I don't know, yeah. I use some in leagues, but I mostly forget. Heartless, what did you think of Ruinous powers?
Main game way too strong, but
prayers.
Yeah, in this, I think they'll be a good testing ground. It's cool, like, they probably had them all designed, like, ready to go behind the scenes, so I think at least they can, like, throw them in Deadman. They tend to do that with Deadman. They, like, throw a bunch of crazy stuff in, so you can just crank up your builds. Like, Sigils as well were a big shift for Deadman, and you'll continue to see them. And Sigils go both ways. Like, you can get a lot, I was thinking, as, like, a casual. All three of us are going to be casual Deadman players if we do play. I think the Sigils offer you a bunch of defensive options, rather than just benefiting, Oda Block and all of the boys who, do sweaty tri-breeding. I think it can give both sides some advantages. But I do hope they remove Rampart, which was, like, the most broken one. Gave you, like, plus 100 range defense. It's great, but it makes watching the finals extremely boring because no one can, punish other people for mistakes.
Yeah. When it registers.
Yeah, that's even further back, but yeah, that's an old school one right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best clip of all time. No, thanks for that reminder. I didn't really talk about sigils. So yeah, just like leagues, they have these like power-ups they call sigils. And in the past, you were only ever able to activate, I don't remember if it was like 4 or 6. I want to say it was like 3 or 4. So you can use the Grand Exchange in Deadman. So unlike leagues, where it's all Iron Man, Deadman you can buy and trade things. At least that's what if my memory serves me correct. Anyways, you can buy these sigils, which would like decrease your attack speed, or they would do even things with skilling. Just think of leagues, power-ups, and relics. In this Deadman, instead of like buying and trading them on the GE, it looks like for the skilling ones, you just pay Deadman points to unlock them permanently. So you have like an interface of like 8 different skilling things. You can just activate all of them if you spend the points. And then you can use the points as well to purchase like the melee sigils, quest completions. So you can say, I'm going to go cut a bunch of trees and then use those points to unlock, Dragon Slayer 2. So I think it's a really cool approach. They're definitely mixing things up. It sounds very good. There's one other thing they introduced, which I'm intrigued by. It's called Deadman's Chest. So when you're killing NPCs outside of an instance, so in the normal game world, there's a rare chance this huge chest will appear. It looks like a coffin, kind of. To loot it, you don't need a lockpick or thieving, but you need 60 seconds uninterrupted.
That's so cool.
Which is a very long time. So if anyone comes up and rags you within 60 seconds, you can't open it. So it really encourages you to, hold that area down, lock it down, and then collaborate with like, your friend to freeze anyone coming in. Just kill everyone outright that comes up to you. And this chest will have a chance of giving you ancient warrior armor. I don't know if that means the bounty hunter gear.
Yeah, it's like Vestas,
Stadius,
all the PvP armors.
Okay. And then also 2 uniques from leagues that are new to Deadman: the Thunder Kopesh, which everyone loves, and the Dog Sword, which is an awesome weapon.
Dude, they're gonna put the Thunder Kopesh in the main game one day. A nerfed version of it, but it is gonna come in. I'm certain.
They are, yeah.
People love it.
I could see some inspiration with the Final Dawn scimitar thing.
Yes.
Like it just kind of looked and felt like it, but I think Deadman's Chest is sweet. It's just like, like a PUBG crate dropping from the sky.
It's great. As a casual, you love to see it, and having a chance at those big loots, and then you can buy gear, and then go to the breaches and get a ton of points with like Barrow's gear and stuff. That's the dream. That's probably gonna be my plan. Like hiding in places, killing mobs, training up.
It's gonna be so tense. Like when you're on second 48 and you see some absolute demons running up there. Dude, hurry up! They're coming. It's like I can't go faster. That's gonna be awesome. And yeah, they're adding some new bosses, minor tweaks to breaches. I think that covers it. Let's talk about the important part, the rewards. There's going to be a wilderness-themed play-around house kit. It looks like the Twisted kit, but you have cooler like walls. There'll be like the wilderness walls and the ruins where it's like brick that's like falling apart. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to unlocking this. They're also bringing back a new home teleport, which is like the Edgeville and Ardy like lever with the red tip, that you pull, which I thought was genius. And weapon recolors. The Toxic Staff of the Dead has this cool like ghostly, it looks like a Halloween theme, like it's like bright green and purple transmog. And the Bofa and Crystal Armor will be getting like a black and red cosmetic. Of course, if all these pass the polls, I think all these will. So yeah, it looks like the black Crystal Armor, but there's like red in the middle, and the artwork kind of looked like it was tattered, like a wilderness. I don't know if that was just the art though, but it'd be cool if... Yeah, like the I got the Aram's transmog, and it makes Aram's look a little different. Like the sleeves are all tattered and ripped up a little. Lastly, I don't love this one. The NPC spawns and emotes when you... Yeah, so when you kill someone, you can unlock this ability to spawn like a random NPC from a random event that'll like, talk trash to them. And you can also unlock... an emote that your character will do when you kill someone. So, he just starts doing the Drake dance or, doing the dance emote. I think these are a little too Fortnite-y for me, but Poplo likes them. So.
What? I think it's hilarious, dude. You sit somebody and then all of a sudden just like, I don't know, sandwich lady comes up and is talking crap to him or something. Yeah, I think that's hilarious.
No, it is funny. It's just a bit too...
I'm never going to do it.
Not in my fantasy game. Yeah. No, it's okay. I also like the skill, the skill required to click on the emote tab and have it ready so they can see it. But and lastly, sailing will not be enabled for Deadman. If you're wondering, no sailing. They still have to figure out how that would fit in. So
probably
yeah,
for the better.
That is kind of all of it. I know Heartless has to run in a little bit, so Heartless, would you like to give us your final thoughts on Deadman? Sounds like you're gonna play it. What do you think of these cosmetics?
I really love these cosmetics. I wish Gridmaster had gotten cosmetics that were cooler, like this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're all going to Deadman, but that's okay. I think I'll try it out. I'll see if I can stomach dying over and over again, and maybe I might wait a few days and see if I can plan a decent route based on some like streamers and stuff. But yeah, it looks like fun. I think I have enough like game experience that I should be able to like, smoke out some points and be able to get what I want and get out. But I'm not sure I'm going to love it. I tend to not love dying over and over again. PKing is not my thing. Like I said before, I'm not a huge fan of PKers. So all of a sudden the world being PvP is not my favorite thing in the world. But I'm definitely going to give it a go. I think more people will this time. And, even if you don't like PKing, it makes for some of the best content out there. Lots of different creators making their Deadman experiences. And the finale is always fun to watch too.
Yes, love the finale. Poplo, any closing thoughts?
I think I'll try it. I think it would be actually pretty fun to get like a RaidsBank group over there.
Yes.
Anyone who wants to try it, dude, come in the clan. We'll I don't know, log in over there and help each other out. Maybe rag each other when we're trying to loot the chests. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think that'll be pretty fun. I could, and the rewards look so good, so I'm happy with them. I think I'll try this one.
Good deal. Yeah, I'll definitely I'll be playing for the cosmetics, but past that we shall see. So don't go looking around at the magic trees. You might find me. I might be sitting there with a void wanker ready.
Smite for me, void wanker.
No, I'll be sitting there like complaining with a bronze axe, just swinging at a tree, pissed. But no, I'll have a good time. So yeah, up next, Poplo and I are kind of going to talk about some wilderness bosses, and we will check back in with Heartless after Sailing is out, and that'll be exciting.
Yeah, see you guys.
Thanks, Heartless.
Peace. All right, we will see Heartless on the next episode. Hopefully, schedules permitting. Talking all about Sailing again, but for now, we're going to keep things on the player versus player kind of topic with some wilderness bosses. What do you think, Poplo? You ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I wanted to pick something we could kind of like, it wouldn't be too much. I might have bit off more than we can chew, but I didn't want to do the whole wilderness because there's so many facets to it. So I'd like for us to just
we can go over relatively quickly.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'd like to just talk about the bosses in particular, not revs, not PKing, PKing's part of the bosses, but right. I think we can provide a little bit of value and entertainment to everyone talking about these. So first off, you're a big pet hunter. Yep. Tell me about your wilderness pets. Have you tried to go for them yet? Have you finished? Haven't started?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you fall?
Yeah, so I've actually finished Wilderness Pets. So thank God I never have to step back in there again as long as strike worms don't come into the game, which vote no to the wilderness.
Strike worms are good. Wrathmaw is bad.
Wrathmaw, that's what I meant. Yeah, not strike worm, sorry. Wrathmaw.
They're coming.
Don't even say his name. Don't even say his name anymore.
Yep.
Don't let that come into the game. Freaking Wrathmaw. Yeah. But yeah, I did a couple of I want to talk about some of the bosses like before the reworks, because I did some of them like before they reworked them with the demi bosses and stuff. And just first, I want to ask you a question. What do you think of the state of the wilderness now? Because for a while, it's gone through a lot of iterations. I feel like where, back in the day, it was like not that good of money way back when. The wilderness bosses, you just had to cheese them. Like you had to basically get them stuck in order to kill them somewhat efficiently at all. There's no Void Waker. It was kind of dead. And then they like added revs. They wanted to kind of do wilderness rejuvenation, right? So they like started bringing like a money element in so that it would attract PVMers, who would attract PKers, who would then attract larger PKers. It's kind of there's always a bigger fish type scenario. And then they kind of reworked everything right after that and did the demi bosses, came out with the Void Waker. Revs are still around. But yeah, what do you think of the state of the wilderness and all the iterations kind of leading up to it? I want to get your thoughts first.
Yeah, that's a good question. So I know
should we even have the wilderness? Should it even be in the game?
Oh,
maybe
God,
let's start there. Let's start with the big question.
I do think we should have the wilderness, but it's a very, very difficult to balance when you have a bunch of educated adults. Yeah, I know I'm not unique in saying this. Everyone's heard the take, but now that we all know how to play the game, the magic of the wilderness has kind of gone. Because in the past, it was like this extremely scary thing, and you brought your best armor because like you thought whereas now it's like, well, I'll just bring no armor because I'll probably lose it. Back in the day, you're like, I can't go out there unless I have good gear and there's a chance I find a bigger noob. So I know when I started playing Old School, this was pretty late in the life cycle, but this was 2019. Interacting with the wilderness, with the old bosses, it was weird and very dead. I just felt dead. And usually you're of the opinion of like, you can go, Vedion was like right in the middle, where he currently is, probably around that area. And that was like kind of the most dangerous, maybe, because people would kind of run through there. But in general, it was like, nah, dude, just go kill the bosses. Like, you're not going to get interrupted. But there were still PKers. I don't know. I just remember it feeling very dead, very empty, very neglected. All the bosses were like, they had these crazy lure methods that were clearly very unintended. I love that about the game. I love these crazy, like, theory crafted ways that, what's his name? GE Challenge, people like him come up with. But it felt weird. Fast forwarding to today, answering your question.
Yeah.
I think it is good, but it definitely seems unhealthy.
Okay. In what way? What do you...
It seems like artificially... it's really hard to put into words, but it's like something it has off. It's like it's being given enough food, but the food it's being given is all like soda and cheeseburgers. Like, it's like, yeah, it's eating, but it's like unhealthy food. So first off, obviously you have like the Revs loot is just like broken, but that starts the ecosystem. And like you said, there's always a bigger fish. They have to have somewhere to start. So I get the risk reward, but the next piece is the rampant botting, because they're going after that bait they put out there with the loot. Definitely. And then you have this really unhealthy thing of everybody goes to the single bosses. They have wilderness player alarms. They have a security cam account on the entrance. This is what I do. The second that thing flashes, the second you see someone in Mystics climbing into the hole, you instantly hit your TP and you're out.
Yep.
And that's not, it doesn't feel healthy to me. It feels like you're waiting for someone to be 2 ticks late. Like, I know that's the point. It just doesn't seem like that should be PvP. Like, PKing to me should be like catching me all the way in deep wilderness doing something I shouldn't be doing, and I have to tank you all the way down to the line, and I get out just barely. That's like the wilderness. The wilderness shouldn't be like, can I click within 1 tick so he doesn't even have a chance of touching me?
Right.
It's just weird. It's
just avoid everything at all costs.
Yep. It's so I don't know, but I also acknowledge that, like, I think Voidwaker's cool, but I really hate using PVMers as bait to like start this food chain. I don't have the solution for them. I understand why they did it, and it works, frankly, but I don't think it's healthy to like make people like me go out into the wilderness. I end up having an okay time, so maybe they are right, but it feels wrong to me to loop people into something they don't want to do for some reward they feel like they need, and then along the way they just happen to be fodder for these PKers. Yeah. It's just weird.
So are you talking Voidwaker or Rev's weapons or both? Like the
mostly
what you feel like you need to go get?
Voidwaker.
Yeah.
Rev weapons seem a lot more fair because it's like you don't need it. I mean,
it's a luxury.
Arguably, like crossbow, you can argue if you're going for the Soul Reaper axe, you might want to get it for Leviathan or something. But usually if someone's on me there, it's like, okay, like I knew what I was doing. Haha, like, I knew this was a risk. Whereas with the wilderness bosses, it's like, oh, come on, bro. Like, I'm just trying to get my item and dip.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a very long answer, but kind of my sentiment.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like that kind of like this conversation kind of has to go with any time you talk about the wilderness, because it's just gone through so many states and it's so hard to get perfect, like where it's at. I'm gonna be the hot take guy here for now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say right now, I think the wilderness is like the healthiest that it's ever been. And
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think that, like, not that I love every aspect of it, but I think everybody kind of has a place in the wilderness now. Like, revs still just absolutely dump out so much money. The only thing that I would probably change with how things are is for the like low level of the of the three bosses, the demi bosses, I would make the uniques even less common there, just to really incentivize people to go to the big ones. And then that kind of feels like, you know, the big ones is where you make the money. They already just dump out so much money at the big bosses. And so I feel like I am very grateful for the demi bosses that, like that's the main reason you go there is for the pet. So I was very grateful for that, and I'm fine with just like not making any money on the way or anything. I just like don't want to see anybody. I don't want to interact with PKers. Yep. I'm just there for the pet. So I would kind of say that I think that's kind of what I'm thinking about the wilderness right now, is that it's probably in the best state that it's maybe ever been. But
no, I would agree with that. I would just joke that like that's not saying much because it's always been like dead.
Yeah, so, yeah, right.
I think they can improve, but I think it's like it's in the best place it ever has been.
Yeah,
but I like PKing, or sorry, let me restart.
Whoa, what?
I like PVMing.
Oh, okay.
I like PVMing. I like bossing, and I don't mind losing my stuff. As long as it's like stuff I choose that, you know, I don't mind losing 1 million GP of resources I collected. I understand that. What I do not like is being interrupted. And I'm all about the flow state. That's why I love this game and why I love skilling. Yep. I love my trance music. Yep. And the wilderness inherently is there to surprise me, to break my flow state. And that's what I find like frustrating. Yeah. But I think, honestly, the Vedion fight's one of my favorite fights in the game.
They did really
just
good with
so
them.
Fun.
Yeah.
0 damage. It's just like there's like predictable break points with the health and, you know, the hellhounds coming out. And I love stepping away. It's like a weird, like you're not flinching, but you kind of are. Very, very good fight. But it's annoying when, you know, I run away from one PKer, I escape out the cave, and there's literally 11, you know, Venezuelans standing there and one-shotting me, killing, you know, getting that's how I lost my Ring of the Gods. Oh, right. There's just like nothing I could have done. But I maybe should have logged out and made sure the route was clear, but I couldn't. There's someone on me. I don't know. But nonetheless, yeah, was there anything else in the big meta picture of the wilderness you want to chat before we jump into these bosses?
No, I think that's kind of, I think it's all right where it's at. Like I said, I think that's kind of all that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's good to add context before we start talking about these. So
yeah, I'll bring a little bit of optimism, I'd say.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, up first we have Callisto and Ardeo. So first off, I think maybe we can just start with each of these bosses. If you want to just explain like what you were doing when you went to get the pad, or maybe your history, and then I'll kind of fill in anything I might have gotten skipped. Okay. So yeah, what about the bears?
I'll let you take most of the bear. I got the pet pretty early, pre-rework. And so like back in the day, it was the meta was this is to tell you how cringy the metas were way back in the day.
Bear was bad.
Bear was so bad. Okay, so you know, I've had an alt for a long time. So what I would do is it was way up by where
Dark
kind of
crowds?
but it was more by where the spider cave is right now, where Venenatis cave is right now. I think is about where the bear was, but yeah, then you would go and you just draw aggro, and you would lure it all the way to the east, as far as it could go, and then you would lure it south to these specific tiles, like at a certain time, and then you could basically trap it so that it couldn't run away, and you would stand on the east side of it, out of its range basically, and just hit it from like a safe spot. So what I would do is I had the main logged in on the safe spot tile, or logged out on the safe spot tile, and I would set it up. I would get it lured with my alt, and then I would just kill it on the main. And while I was killing it, I would hop on the alt and set up the next kill, basically. They used to have so much freaking defense that the best way to kill Callisto back in the day was full Verax with the Verax flail on stab. I bet you didn't even know it had its freaking stab option, but like that was crazy. That was the highest, like that was the best bang for your buck. That was the meta for killing Callisto. Yeah, it was so bad.
I remember Verax. That was like its only use. Why again was it used there? Is it just the set?
It was just for the set
hits
bonus.
Through prayer?
Yeah, you get a 25% chance to like hit through prayer or something. It's like 100% accuracy, basically. I think it was 25%, something like that, maybe 20%. But you get a chance basically to have like 100% accuracy just because it had so much defense. And then you'd have it on stab because it had a stab weakness. And there was like no good stab weapons. Like the rapier was probably the best, but it was so expensive. And then you had to bring strength gear with it. I don't even know. I might have done it before I even went to Tob. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But yeah, that's so like all the bosses basically had a mechanic like that where you would lure it and have to kill it like from a safe spot because they just had so much defense. The drops were a little bit more expensive back then just because they had the rings was like their main drops. But yeah, they didn't have the Void Waker stuff to go, so there wasn't really the money incentive wasn't really there. It was just for the pet. And they were all 1 in 2,000. So anyways, I got that one pretty early. Yeah, Dragon Pick, but
you wouldn't do Callisto for that one.
No.
Yeah.
But that's so I've barely actually killed it since the rework. So why don't you tell us how it works now since you've been there more recently?
Yeah. So there's Callisto and RTO is the little one. The big one is actually the meta for Elite Clues. I don't know if it's just the meta for Iron Man, or if shades are better for normal accounts. But if you don't want to Celastria Spark, Tick Manip, Fire Shades, then what you do is you and your homies do a mass Callisto. You kill Callisto within within seconds of spawning, because there's just so many of you in there. And the loot table is balanced around like, how much damage you do and stuff like that. That's why I think like 10 is the sweet spot, so you still get a certain amount of contribution. I don't know. But
yeah, I think it's 10.
Okay. Yeah. So anyways, that's usually what you'll see with Callisto. Now RTO is what everyone kills for the Voidwaker piece, the hilt. I got Omega Spooned here, and I was really, really happy because it's a hard fight. Basically, the bear spawns, and you have to freeze it, because if it gets within melee range, then you're going to be taking a lot of damage. So you have to swap until you hit a certain amount of magic accuracy. It's not much, so I think it just has to be positive or something. I'll have
like
to
plus
look
65
up.
Or something, maybe.
Yeah, I think that is the number.
I think it's the same for like Tob crabs, like whatever that is, I think.
Then yeah, that would be it. That rings a bell. I remember I just needed like a 2-way switch, maybe 3-way. And besides that, I brought my 3 items were Crystal Armor and Bofa. And I was usually on a Slayer task because I wanted just Laren's keys and stuff. Why not? So anyways, yeah, bear spawns, you freeze it, and then you Bofa it down. Or you can also use mage or range, whatever you have available to you. And yeah, let's see here. The bears also drop the Tyrannical Ring, which is kind of what we were talking about with the rings. It gives +8 crush if you imbue it, and it's worth a whopping 160k right now.
Sheesh.
So why these rings have like so much potential? So
back in the
Crush,
day, Tyrannical Ring was more expensive because it was best in slot for corpse specking. Like it had the highest crush accuracy, and you would do the corpse specking where you hit it with like Warhammer Arclight BGS to spec it down. And so it used to be a lot more. I think it used to be the most expensive one. Well, maybe not, but it was one of the most expensive ones back in the day. For like Iron Man would want to go there before they started Corp, so they could get this ring. But yeah, it's kind of dead right now. So you don't use it really anywhere.
I did check. It is still okay. So nothing has outshined it. It's still the highest crush accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from a PVM standpoint, why is crush accuracy like not important? Is it because the strength bonus is so much more important?
Yeah, like you would only use it if you're trying to get Warhammer or Elder Maul specs now, but like Elder Maul just have so much accuracy in general now that you don't need this. And yeah, your strength bonus from your Ultor or your Berserker Ring is going to be more important than your crush accuracy.
Okay.
So just those are just pretty much always going to be better. Your Elder Maul like doubles your accuracy anyways. It's already super accurate, so you don't
okay.
You don't need a Tyrannical Ring. I mean, nobody ever brings it as a switch. I mean, technically it's best in slot still for hitting Warhammer specs or whatever on Corp, but nobody uses it. It's not. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, because I always I know the numbers, but I don't always know what to do with the numbers. Because I think when it comes to like strength bonuses and accuracy, things get really weird. And then you have like the magic percent damage is slightly different, works different. So, yeah, I just know if it's 160k, it's because nobody's using it and nobody wants it. Exactly. Frankly, I'm surprised it's even that much.
Yeah.
But
so like for example, like at Nightmare, it's like weak to crush, but so you want like some crush accuracy, but you get a lot more. You get way more max hits using an Ultor or something. Then, so like the numbers that you are hitting are going to outweigh the times that like you need the extra small amount of accuracy, basically.
And then it's just the DPS calc, and I mean, an Ultor is just going to smoke this thing out of the water.
Always, pretty much, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I was kind of curious why it wasn't brought with the Inquisitor set for like Tecton specs, or Tecton got reworked, but in general for like Elder Maul stuff. But it makes sense that if the Elder Maul has so much accuracy that +8's like, a 1% increase, then that checks out. So.
Yeah, I bet it would be less than 1%. Like, it's really not. It's really hardly anything. And then plus it takes up an extra slot. And then you lose your max hits. You lose your max hits. If you're camping it, you lose your max hits on all the rest of the bosses that aren't weak to crush. Yep. So, yeah.
Okay.
Dead.
So, yeah, most people in their Void Waker grind, they're just going to kill Artio. I really hope you get as lucky as I did here. I'd say this boss was the hardest. Not because it's actually in the middle as far as like speed to get the drop, but it's the most like effort. It was just high effort, and if you messed up, like you're kind of kicking yourself, because it's very preventable to just pay attention and freeze the boss. And if you don't, and you take a 55, you're gonna be kicking yourself, because that's a lot of your resources. All right, up next we have Mr. Skeletor.
Wait, before we move on, I've got dark tech for almost all of these that we can end the session on. So, for RDO, there's some dark tech. There's two things that you can do. The first one, I think, I have never done it myself, but I've seen someone do it. It's like kind of a ping pong method where you put a tank account in the cave, like at the far side of the cave, and then you put whatever account you're killing RDO on the other side, and it kind of like just walks back and forth, like changing aggro between the two accounts. And so it's like ping-ponging back and forth. You kind of just get to AFK it. And then with that, some people call it the weed bear, because if you just go in with like full blood bark, which is super cheap, your whatever blood ancient staff, is that what it's called? Blood ancient
scepter. Yeah, the blood quartz.
Yeah. And just blood barrage, then you can basically just do that and pray range and just like pretty much AFK it. You just heal up everything, all the damage you take, and so that's what pet hunters do. Is it's considered an AFK pet now because you can pretty much just do that.
It reminds me of Scurious. I wonder if it's as expensive as Scurious. You can just stand there and blood barrage apparently.
Yes.
Just like 6-hour log.
Yep. I've done that with Scurious. Used, I think, full Virtus there with the ward and stuff.
Oh, man.
But so it's like kind of Scurious
awesome.
light because you're not bringing complete max best in slot, right? Because you're in the wilderness.
Right.
Just in case. But yeah, it's the same concept. You just drain tank it, basically.
Interesting.
So, anyways.
Yeah, I've seen people alting there, but I kind of forgot why. But yeah, some people will bring like a tank alt and they'll just tank it. And with a dens and a bunch of food.
Yeah,
that's
and
interesting.
Then I think Bofa with 2 pieces of crystal is probably like the fastest way to kill it. Like what you were saying, use Bofa and then just switch to freeze it. That's probably still fastest, but most AFK is just blood barrage it. If you're a rich main going for the pet,
hell yeah.
So
yeah, I can't remember if I brought my Slayer helm or not. I would do wilderness tasks just so it would give me direction. Not because the tasks matter that much, but it was like, okay, I have to do skeletons now. Okay, I have to do spiders. So it was like, that way I didn't get burnt out. It definitely wasn't efficient, but I got some Laren skis, so.
Yeah.
Very good. No, I love the dark tech.
Yeah.
All right, up next
you used the, I think you used the Thammeron Scepter actually for it.
That would make sense, yeah, the wilderness.
Yeah, I think that one. Yeah, because you're in the wilderness. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah, we can move on now.
We have Mr. Skeletor, Vedion, and his little brother, Calvarion. So this is, like I said, definitely my favorite fight. This is the one wilderness boss that I did the big version of that most people do because it's just scaled like so favorably, and it's 0 damage, so you can just sit there and do it. But you do have more risk killing Vedion than Calvarion. That's why I lost, my first Voidwaker blade, which is unfortunate, and then my Ring of the Gods. But I got lucky after that. But I did want to start with you, Poplo. Did you kill the old Vedion or the new one? What was your pet hunt like?
I did both. So I did a bunch of the old one. Shout out to my buddy Hayes, who would come roll up.
PGN.
Yep, Hayes PGN. We always joke about it. Back in the day, he was the best PKer because, like I said, you had to get it in a safe spot. And Hayes would roll up in his skis and get Vedion unstuck when I was like almost AFK. And he definitely got me killed from getting slammed by Vedion just with skis. God. So
that's funny.
Yeah, it's so funny. But back in the day, it was kind of the same thing. He'd spawn his dogs and you had to kill the skeletons. So I brought my DPS alt to kill the skeletons and then go back to Vedion on the main. But then I did, I was going to look it up. I did a bunch of the Calvarion to get the pet on the main. So I did go very dry. 5,000 Calvarion for the pet on the main. So definitely spent my time there. And I got one Voidwaker blade that whole time.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so lucky I got spooned. Oh. That's the one place, like, not because of time required or anything, it's still up there, but just for like being a pain or being frustrated, getting spooned the Voidwaker is so nice.
Yeah.
I did go over rate for this first one, but nonetheless I can't really say anything.
Your journey was crazy.
My journey was a roller coaster.
Yes, it was.
Wish I didn't put it off so long, but this was where I went for my dragon pick. So it's a 1 in 256 from here, and the Voidwaker blade's right there behind it. It's only 1 in 360. So love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the problem with Vedion is you have to extract the loot. So you have to go all the way through the multi-caves. Each entrance has its ups and downs. You should probably just take the northeast exit, which is closest to Sigils. Spits you out by the Venenatus cave. But let's talk about the setup here. So usually when I started, I didn't have the bludgeon yet. I eventually got a bludgeon, which they actually fixed Sire, so more people are getting bludgeons. Used to be complete like meme content to get one. But I was using Zombie Axe. That's probably what the early game accounts would do. Zombie Axe, Monk Robes, and then if you get a skeleton task, the Hellhounds, I believe, count for it, so it kind of goes quickly. But you can bring a Slayer Helm, but really just want to bring your biggest strength bonus. So you could bring like Fighter's Torso for your 3 items. I'm just thinking out loud here. Fighter's Torso, probably. Oh, Blood Moon's a thing now. So you could probably just bring Blood Moon top, bottom, and Zombie Axe. I don't know. It'll depend for everyone, but Monk Robes are your friend here. Black D'hide, if you can make it, if you're in that mid game, is very, very good for the magic defense when people are trying to barrage you. So before I started my Voidwaker and Rev grind, I made a bunch of Snakeskin, a bunch of Black D'hide, just so whenever I died, I just had the loadout ready and I would get right back out there, and it didn't give me enough time to get tilted.
Very nice.
And you end up losing, like you end up dying a lot less than you think. So
yeah, that's the way to do it. Just get right back in there.
Yep.
And so then the gear for the mains is it gets a little crazy. If you're doing the Calvarion. If you're doing Vedion, yeah, do what Hoyt said. But my setup for Calvarion when I was doing the pet hunt was Fighter Torso. Okay, so Fighter Torso, Avernic, and Inferno Cape all locked, so that you don't have to
Trover Parchment.
Yep. So you don't have to pay for those or worry about losing them. And then
Trover, I hardly know her.
Trover.
You bringing the Torva out there? Hell yeah.
Yeah, Torva Helm, Ferocious Gloves, and Ultor were my 3 like items. Because you keep the other ones if you get PK'd below 30, I think. And then Salve, Amulet, like Climbing Boots, and Proselyte Legs or something like that. So
yeah, I forgot about Proselyte. Proselyte's good here for the legs. Oh, we're forgetting. The reason you don't want the Slayer Helm here is use your Salve.
Yes.
So Salve counts against him. That's actually also why you don't need a Slayer task, because they don't stack. You can't use a Slayer Helm and Salve. You won't get both bonuses. So people do this boss because you're basically always on Slayer task. And it's even better because you're using a Salve amulet.
Yep.
Use the enchanted one. When you die, you get, or if you die and get PK'd, you actually get the points back for imbuing the Salve. That was a new update. So as long as you got salves in the bank, you can go to the Haunted Mine and get 27 in inventory, and you'll be set for a long time. You can just keep enchanting the same one. If you're worried about losing that, don't be.
Oh. Well, you only need the Salve E's. You don't need the EIs for this one.
Yeah, sorry, Salve E. But you still get refunded. I don't know.
Yeah, you still get refunded, which is super cool.
The Myth's Cape was really good here. I forgot about that. You get that from Dragon Slayer 2. That's good with Crush bonus. And yeah, if you're a main, you definitely want to invest and get a chain mace. Make your life
sure.
a lot easier here.
For sure.
All right. Anything else? What's your dark tech for this one? You got one?
Okay, yeah, I got dark tech for Calvarion. I don't think you can do it for Vedion. Hold on. How much health does Vedion have? Oh yeah, way more. No, you can't. Okay, so Calvarion, he only has 150 HP. And when you get him to half health, he'll spawn his dogs. But with the setup that I talked about, you can get your max hit up to like 80 or like 81 or something, which is insane. Like you can almost hit 80s 4-tick using the Ursine chain mace and the whole setup that I said. So it doesn't always happen. Like it's not worth it to like go for it. But every once in a while, you can do it where when he's on his second phase, so after you've killed the first set of dogs, if his health is just over 75, like say it's like 77 health, and you hit a 77, you can kill him without spawning the second set of dogs, just by like hitting so big that he doesn't go under half health. So that's why it's worth like maxing out strength gear, because it happens a lot where you do that.
I swear I've skipped something on Vedion. I swear I skipped the dogs one time. It was like you just had to get crazy RNG with your hits, but
really?
Maybe I'm misremembering. I remember there being one kill that was so fast, it's like that'll probably never happen again. I skipped something. But it was either the dogs or his phasing thing, but you can't skip the phasing thing.
No. And then
so I don't know.
And then second piece of advice for this one that I thought made a huge difference was bringing thralls to Calvarion. And this is such a niche little thing, but when the dogs die, then Calvarion, maybe Vedion too, maybe they're on a 4-tick cycle from when you can hit them again. And so if it's kind of like if you think of this is kind of niche, but when you start Nilo waves, they're always on a 4-tick cycle, and they like calculate whether they can spawn the next wave of Nilos. And so same thing for Vedion is it calculates whether the dogs are alive or not, and then it goes through another 4-tick cycle of whether you can like hit him again or he becomes vulnerable again. And if you use thralls, it speeds up the dog's death animation by 1 tick because of like the double hit splat, the mage thrall specifically. And so then sometimes like you'll kill the dog, and then in your next hit you'll hit Vedion, and it'll always hit a 0 if he hasn't done the check yet and become vulnerable again. But if you use the thrall and kill the dog at the same time, then sometimes it'll overkill it 1 tick faster, and like his cycle then will start again faster, and you'll be able to hit him right away. So like it may not, it's like saves you a couple ticks and a couple hits like here and there, but over 5,000 kills, like I said, it really adds up. So yeah, that's my dark tech. 2 things for Vedion and Calvarion, I guess specifically, but yeah,
that is awesome. I love shit like that. That's why I love this game.
Yeah, I kind of figured it out on my own, like just from doing so much. But
so if you summon a thrall the same tick you're killing the Hellhound, is that what you said?
If the thrall hits the Hellhound and you hit it at the same time, or if there's a projectile on its way to the Hellhound. So if the hit splat happens at the same time, or if it's shot a projectile at it, then it will overkill it, and the death animation will speed up by 1 tick. So that's why it's impossible.
What's the relationship with overkilling and animations? Because isn't that used in Inferno speedruns?
Yeah. So it's the same.
This a different?
Nope, same thing. And so like it's the multiple hit splat thing. So technically, I guess
that's why you bring Scythe for last hitting.
Yeah, so I don't know how it all works out always, but the game will read that the thing is getting hit by multiple like sources of damage, and then it'll die 1 tick faster, or the death animation will happen 1 tick faster. And so then that's why people scythe things last in Inferno, is because then things die 1 tick faster, the next wave will start 1 tick faster, and if you do that over 60 some waves, you just saved like a whole minute,
60
basically,
ticks, yeah.
And just by doing the overkill. So it can happen with like blowpipe and the thrall, like it can happen with ranged stuff, but it has to do with like projectile speed and how many sources of damage the monster is getting hit by and stuff. So I don't know all the ins and outs. I just know that it works. So yeah, it works on everything.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it can save you up to 7 ticks if you kill him just like 1 tick faster, rather than having to wait for a whole check and then the next check for him to become vulnerable again. So yeah, when it works out, it's cool.
I love it.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else with the bears before we go to the next one?
Nope.
No, not the bears.
Not the bears. the skeletons.
Okay. I'm Turiel skipping, killing bears. So.
Oh, nice.
There's a slip there.
I'm probably gonna be doing Vedion whenever I get a skeleton task on the group Iron Man, like what you said.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, get your dragon pick there.
Yeah, definitely.
The salve scaling is amazing.
Yeah. I'll just zombie axe it, but yeah, I'm excited.
Very, very fun fight.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. Up next, to finish the trifecta, we have Venenatis and Spindle, the smaller version, the solo version. So yeah, I'll pass it back to you. This was the only old wilderness boss I did. So I did. There's this old method with a rock, where you click specifically and it kind of gets stuck in the middle of that whole wilderness area, kind of where its cave is now, and you're able. I think I was ranging it.
Used to like lure it back by the trees, kind of.
There's like the Black Knights walking around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you weren't careful, the Black Knights would mess with you. It was like by the 30 line. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What was your history with the spiders?
Okay, so I got Venenatis before the rework. What KC was it? I did go, I think, just about right for this one. I've got it right here. Oh, no, I definitely got lucky. 1355 KC. But
nice.
Yeah, so like I said, the only way to do it was to freaking cheese it. And the fastest way, it was actually like 40 kills an hour, which is like the fastest old Wildy boss that you could do.
Yep.
But right where it spawned, you would stand in one specific place, and you had to use a 3-tick weapon, so either a crossbow or magic shortbow, and you would hit it 4 times, specifically 4 times, and then right as soon as you shot your 4th shot, you would run to a certain tile, and it would basically like swap places with you and get itself stuck.
What?
And then you could always hit it from like one safe tile. There's some old videos of it, and I did like a lot of KCs with it. But yeah, basically I would do that, and then you could set up a cannon so that it would double hit on the corner of Venenatis. It's like you set up your cannon in a specific place, so it would double hit whenever it rotated around. And then I would have my alt way down to the south, and he would run north and DD on the same tile as the main, and we would shoot it together once it got in the safe spot. So that's the old version. New version, I've done just a couple kills. We went on the group iron just to do a couple kills, and it was really hard. The new version's way harder.
Does not mess around.
No. Yeah. You want to take us through the new one?
Yeah, so this is the most expensive Void Waker piece. It drops the gem for a reason.
Yeah.
Because very few people want to do it because it's a hard boss.
Kind of a pain.
Once you learn it, you kind of get in the groove and you can turn your brain off, which is why I liked it more than the bears. But Yeah, I went halfway to rate for my piece here, so not still really lucky, but I did do it a tiny bit. So just starting out with the gear, you're gonna use basically the same exact setup as Vedion. You want Crush, and as Poplo was saying, if you got the money, definitely True for Parchment, your Infernal Cape, Fighter Torso, and Avernic. Can you trigger that? I think you can.
Yeah,
trigger.
Yeah, you can.
So bring those, and then for your risk, not your risk, sorry, your safe items, your Amulet of Rancor, a Chain Mace, and Altor Ring would be great. For the irons out there, we also haven't mentioned, but you should use Mixhide. You should definitely be using this on your group. I don't know how much of a pain it is to make, but Mixhide is
not too. I don't think it's too bad.
If you that stuff's really good for the wilderness.
Yeah.
So you can bring that with some black D-hide. You will get. I feel like I got jumped on the most here. I was killing the multi-boss for a long time, stubbornly, but Spindle is the way to go. If you're an iron trying to get your Voidwaker, just go to Spindle. I did the math. And it's just so much more chill. So, yeah, basically you whack the spider with your crush weapon, and then it will run to along the wall of the room. Could be a corner, could be, just on the edge, and it will spit out a bunch of webs under your feet. And not only do they slow you down, but they take away your run energy and your prayer. So you really don't want to be standing in these, because you'll notice suddenly like you're out of restores and you don't know why. So anyways, once the web is out on the ground, all of these little spiderlings will appear. Usually there's I think 3 of them, maybe it's 2. And you want to bring some darts or a very fast range weapon. And you can one-shot them. So as long as you click on them, I believe you can hit zeros, so you have to wait till you get an XP drop. But as long as you pass an accuracy check, I believe they'll go away.
Gotcha.
So yeah. I had some whatever you use for stacking, barrage tasks. Bring those out there, some steel darts, some knives. And each trip I would bring 100, 150 was kind of overkill, and I could get stuck in there for a while. And start picking them up if the trip's taken forever. And yeah, Barrow's gloves are also a very good risk. If you're willing to lose, was it 150 or 200k? I think 150-ish.
I think, yeah.
Depends on diaries, maybe. It's very much worth the GP, because the damage increase is amazing versus whatever else you would bring in the glove slot.
Yeah.
You can also range it. So I think mains, you go out there with a crossbow, Masori top, and a Anguish. And if you're ranging it, you have to worry less about the webs under your feet, because the problem with the webs isn't that you don't see them or whatever. It's that the boss drags you through them. So if you're ranging, you don't get dragged through them.
So annoying.
And the worst is trying to attack the boss and you're walking to it.
Yeah.
There's just there's nothing worse than walking in this game. So that's why they made League's permanent run. It's fun. But yeah, I just kind of spit out a lot there. But this is a hard one. But ultimately, once you figure out the pattern, it's very predictable. You can kind of bait the webs. And the webs are huge. It's like a 4x4, I want to say, maybe 5x5 square.
Big, man.
It's huge. You can stand, you can feel it coming, so you stand in the corner, and then he shoots the web in the corner, and you instantly are already off of it. So there is a nice learning curve and tech that you can get under your belt with this one. So.
Yeah. I don't have much to add to this one. Yeah, like Hoyt said, it's the most complicated. It's got the most mechanics, but yeah, the most reward, I think. definitely in terms of the Void Waker gem. Did you do this one? Did you save this one for last, or?
I was doing the wilderness tasks, so I get a lot of spider tasks.
Mm-hmm.
So I did them all pretty equally.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. And did the little spiders count towards the tasks when you're doing it, like the 1 HP ones?
I actually don't think so.
Oh, that's really nice.
I hope not.
That's nice.
But maybe they did. Spider tasks are big though, and when you're killing the big Anatus, but I'm sure they did. The more I think about it, I'm sure they did count. So I would just do an hour or so, and my tasks would probably be up. Because you get like 40, 60, like up to 80. Because I was also Turiel skipping with Cristelia. So Turiel will give you, or Aya will give you the tasks as well.
Right, yeah.
For spiders. So, But those are really small. So
yeah.
Sometimes I wanted the excuse though. I'd be like, perfect, it's only 15. I'll just do it.
20 spiders, I can go do that.
Not very efficient. But.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that finishes the trifecta. Was there dark tech you got for this one?
I think I don't have any dark tech for this one, unfortunately.
Okay.
So
yeah, just suffer.
This one, yeah. we'll be on the lookout for anything to make this better. But no dark tech yet.
This is one you can do with a friend though. It's multi. Yeah. I would just recommend go do Spindle. I resisted. I wanted to do the big boy. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
So.
I guess the only thing is you can also bring a Dins to kill all the spiders really fast.
Yeah, very true.
If you wanted to do
Chins, if I was a main, I'd probably bring Chins.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So that finishes the trifecta for Void Waker. Now we have some really fun ones. Can blast through.
Yep.
These are all like kind of mini bosses. One of them's kind of more of a legit boss, but they're all bosses. Right. We have the Chaos Elemental. It gives you the most common pet in the game, and is
wait, is it the most common pet?
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
Okay.
Which is surprising because I feel like I don't see it much these days, but back in the day it was.
It kind of sucks.
Do you want to explain Chaos Elemental? You want to take a shot at what it is?
Oh man, this one
messes with your inventory and gear, right?
Yeah, so basically Chaos Elemental, it's like floating way up like 40 wilderness plus or something past the fence. And yeah, it's got a couple attacks. It's got a mage attack that just hurts pretty bad. And then it's also got a special attack that if you have any room in your inventory, it will unequip your gear. And so it can like take off your weapon and just like make you start running at it and kick it, like if you have any inventory in your space in your inventory. So what you're supposed to do is bring like pies, I think, because then you still have the pie dish, and your stuff. If you have a full inventory, your stuff will not get unequipped. It has really high range defense, but I think you're still supposed to kind of range it. Yeah. What else is there to it? It drops Dragon Pick, like you said. And the pet, yeah, kind of the only things that you would go for.
Okay, I looked it up. So back in 2015, Jagex releases the numbers on how many pets are in the game, but it's very random. So like we have like twice in 2016, twice in 2017, and then they haven't done it since like 2023. But the very first time they told us in 2015. The Chaos Elemental was the third most common.
In 2023 or in 2013? What did you say?
That was 2015.
Okay, in 2015.
So it went Kraken, then Snakeling, then Chaos Ellie.
That makes sense. That's when Zolra was busted drop tables.
Now it's all the way 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 12th or 13th?
Oh, it's dropped.
It's in 13th. So now the most common are like all the skilling pets. I'll rattle them off. I'm sure you're curious. Rocky, then Rock Golem, Heron, Beaver, Kraken, Squirrel, Skodos, Phoenix, Tangleroot, Snakeling, Vorky, Rift Guardian, then Chaos Ellie.
Really?
it's gotta just be. It's just things that more people do. So the squirrel is notoriously hard to get, as you know, but because everybody has to run a route,
everybody does
graceful,
agility. Yeah.
Yep. It's the 6th most common, which is sad.
Wow.
But interesting. Well,
that's funny.
Back to the topic. Yeah. The reason I said that is because the pet rate is 1 in 300.
Yep.
Which, if you play RuneScape, you know that I don't think there's any other pet that can, 1 in 300 is really weird.
Yeah.
There's some Yami and Dom are that rate at really, really, really hard versions with contracts or deep delves. But for it to just be a standalone boss, 1 in 300, it's common, so people like to go for it. But yeah, this weird freaking cloud with tentacles.
The fart cloud.
I don't think I've killed it. I killed it once for a diary, and that was it. I wanted to try to go for it for deep pick, and everyone was like, no, just don't do that. It's just not. Don't do it. But yeah, I kind of zoned out when you're giving the overview, but there's flinching.
Right.
There's a new I was looking at the pet list thing, and I'm getting a little tired with my brain. But
it's one of the boring. There's one of the boring fights. People don't.
Yeah, there's a.
But yeah, you can
barrel chest anchor. The lure strat seems to be the way to go now. You take them to a corner and you can do it. Mm-hmm. And then you've got stews as food to keep your inventory filled up. Vials work too. So yeah, very interesting. Did you talk about your pet hunt here? I assume you have it.
Yeah, I have it. I don't know. I think I have a couple of them. It didn't take me long. It's like a 4-hour pet or something like that.
Yeah. What method did you do?
I got it on 50 KC. I was just killing it with crossbow and pies.
Okay. So nice.
Yeah. That was actually for 50 KC. I got the CA and the pet in the same kill. So
it's 250 health. So yeah, you could just stand there and shoot it.
Yeah. Even in max range, it still is pretty tanky.
Yeah.
I was just wearing Black D-Hide Ava's crossbow. Archer's helm. Wow.
That's sick.
So, yeah.
Good deal.
Dark tech. You want some dark tech? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, this is one of the... Okay, you've heard of the Shaman Red X stalling, I assume?
Yeah.
You can also do that for Chaos Elemental. So
I feel like that's the luring I've been seeing. No,
different. So the luring one, you lure it and you flinch it. Is that the one you're talking about, or?
Yeah, to the very edge of its attack radius, and then you can just stand there and he won't do anything.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, basically, so what you do for this one is you get one account, your main account or whatever. Well, not the account that you don't want to kill it on. It kills it once and it drops an item under where it spawns, and then you click on the item and pull up. You red X it basically. I'm not going to give away the whole technology, but then on the account that you want to kill it on, farm it on, you stand all the way on the edge of its range, and you need I think you really need a crossbow on long range, or the actual crossbow or something that has a 10 tick range, and you shoot it from far away and it will look at you, but it will never come to get you. So
hell yeah,
just sits there.
What is the range of Bofa? It's 10 tiles.
I think it's 10 on rapid. Yeah,
so I could bring my Bofa out there.
Yep.
Okay, very nice.
There's the dark tech.
Yeah, I plan on once I am in Heartless's shoes, where I have all the BIS gear and I'm looking for things to do. I want to go through the pets in fastest to longest order, roughly speaking. So I'm looking forward to go for this. I'd like to just inflate my pet numbers.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right. we can go on to the next one, unless is there anything else you want to add for Chaos Elemental?
Nope. I think these next two we can breeze through. I don't have any dark tech for any of these, any of the rest of them, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, so next we have Chaos Fanatic. Actually drops the same exact pet, but it's 1 in 1,000. So this is the guy you see at the Chaos altar, throwing the green kind of magic orbs, and he's always talking trash, which I love. And he's holding the ancient staff. He's wearing all white. Looks cool with the crazy hair. Looks like Rick from Rick and Morty.
Oh, kind of.
And yeah, he drops the Odium Shard 1 and Malediction Shard 1, which I did want to cover. We can just do it real quick here. So sure. Odium, these shards, there's 3 shards. You combine them to create 2 different shields. A green one for range called Odium, a blue one for mage called Malediction. Now the green one I've seen used sparsely, but the blue one I never ever see used. Do you know why, or what's your overview on these?
They're kind of like between, like the ward is going to be better than the Eladinas ward from Toa is going to be better than the Malediction ward.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know,
it's worse than Mage's Book too. Apparently.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you don't have to do MTA to get it.
Sure.
But like if you get a ward from Toa, you're always going to use that. And then the Odium ward is like, I guess, third.
Best until Buckler.
It's behind the Buckler and the Dragonfire ward. Is that the range one that you get from Vorkath?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so I think both of those are better. But if you are an Iron and you haven't got a Buckler yet from Chambers, and the Skeletal Visage from Vorkath is crazy rare, then like it's probably your best in slot range shield, because they buffed it to give range strength. But,
yeah, and sadly the Aqua Knight Hopper's probably going to throw this one out of the water, because it'll increase your crossbow DPS and fill the same niche. But I think they're sweet items. I love the idea of collecting. It's like Soul Reaper hacks, but a shitty shield in the wilderness.
Yeah, exactly. And they look really cool with the ornament kits. I think they look sweet.
Yes. I think it's peak really Fashionscape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Chaos Fanatic is, as far as I remember, pretty similar to Crazy Archaeologist. You just kind of have to, pray magic and run away at certain attacks.
Yep.
Also drops the Ancient Staff. So some Ironmen actually lose their Ancient Staff and don't realize you only get one. There's some bizarre behavior with the Ancient Staff being hard to get. I can't recall it exactly. But Poplo, don't lose yours.
Can't you just buy another from the
There's
guy?
Not a shop. Unless they change something, you can't just go back and get one. It's
I thought you could just go back to the guy after Desert Treasure and get one.
I thought so too, and maybe you can, but it's super expensive, and people don't. There's some reason that early accounts find themselves in trouble.
It is like $80K, I think, to buy one, so it is kind of expensive.
Yeah, but that should be easy to get. I don't know. You certainly wouldn't be going for this guy.
I think Vedion drops 128 too.
Yeah.
So
I might be full of crap on that, but not much reasons to kill this, but some cool combat achievements and the collection logs for the shield. Up next, Crazy Archaeologist. This is Iron Man's best friend because he drops the rune crossbow.
Oh yeah.
Is this where you got your RCB?
Yep. Yeah. He drops 2 at a time,
Very
I think,
fun.
so we got 2 of them.
Nice. Yep, that sounds right. He also drops the fedora, my lady. And
my lady.
Shard 2 of the shields we just talked about. This guy, we didn't really mention it, but for Chaos Fanatic, it looks like you're really just going to be ranging him and moving. Same thing with the Crazy Archaeologist, but you could also use magic.
Yeah, you can mage him.
Yeah, what did you use? Did you use this recently?
I don't know. I don't know if we even
killed
him. He's got no mage defense, so you can just use whatever mage spells on him.
Mage him, and you'll kill him in a few hits. I killed him a bunch for bingo to make a shield, and it was pretty fun, actually. Just brought my trident and 3-shot him.
Nice.
Relaxing. Yeah.
Did you see the Rendy video of Crazy Archaeologist?
Yes.
Dude, okay.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so he's got for those who haven't seen it, he's got a level 3 account that he's trying to get as many combat achievements on it as he possibly can. And one of the combat achievements is to kill Crazy Archaeologist using only mage. And, you can't do that without getting XP on a level 3. And so what he did was he got like 6 accounts to Dragon Spear Crazy Archaeologist all the way across the wilderness to the northeast corner where the volcano is. And then he logged in on the level 3 and he wind striked him from the Fountain of Rune, because you get free casts, but you don't get any magic XP if you are at the Fountain of Rune. And he basically just maged him from there, doing over 50% damage, and then it would like despawn, go back to its spawn point, and then he would finish it off with Serp Helm and a cast on it to finish it off. God. So he got the combat achievement by literally dragon spearing it all the way across the wilderness, which was a great YouTube video. Would recommend checking it out.
Okay, I did not see that, but I think that one's more recent, right?
Yeah, that one's one of his more recent ones. But yeah,
okay, I need to watch that.
Yeah,
I recently watched his giant boss video. I've been watching his stuff again. But you know who I was thinking of was Settled with his Nightmare Man mode. Did you watch that?
Oh yeah. I did.
Oh my god, the crazy arc. I was like sweating bullets, dude. Oh, yeah, he's just, the whole meme. He's such a good storyteller, and it's also true. But oh my, I did not like that series because I was sick to my stomach watching him every episode. I was like anxious for him. But I remember the crazy arc episode vividly.
Yeah,
because
he went so dry.
He can't get hit by it at all. So he had this crazy lure set up and this perfect spot with these trees where he could never get hit, and it was it was crazy.
0 damage. Otherwise, the account
great
wipes.
Series.
Yeah, that was a great series.
Just made me sick.
And he's such a straight shooter for his videos. Like if he planked in the middle of the series, like he would just show it in his video. Like I think that it would surprise you just as much as it would surprise him, like watching the video. Like it's crazy. I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but I thought the finale was really good too.
That was excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on Crazy Arc?
That's all I got. Go check out those vids.
All right.
They're cool.
Yes.
If you haven't.
2 more. We have Scorpia, the sweet scorpion. I'm just looking at the picture. It's like that's a badass model. I think it's a sweet pet. So I will ask you about your pet journey on this one.
Pretty straightforward. It was back in the day. It was one of the first wilderness pets I think that I actually got, and I just I would just freeze it on the main, and then I think I was using Sang staff maybe. Let me see. I think I have a picture here. Yeah, I just was using Sang, I think, back in the day, and then just had my ult in there for DPS. But the method now is crazy. I think you get literally like 8 or 9 just ults in there to freaking just fire wave it, and you hit it like 1 or 2 times on the main, and then everyone just like one shot nukes it, and that's how you get like 100 kills an hour or something. It's really fast.
I have seen that. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Very good. So yeah, this one is all the way by the wilderness lever, all the way in the back. So there's some cool tech. Shout out Mugkip. I'm sure most of you guys watch his stuff, but recently he was it's not like he came up with these methods, but just reminding us you can bring a lockpick to get into the magic axe hut. and sometimes that'll be enough for a PKer to just leave and say, I'm not wasting my time waiting for you.
Yep.
And what else can you do?
You could X-log in there too, like if you...
True. That's smart. Yeah, I thought that was cool tech. And then, you know, you can just tank them all the way back to the lever and wait there. It is like multi, but there's a singles line, I think, right by it. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure there's singles by the Magic Hut.
Oh, is it? Maybe on the north side? I don't know where the singles or anything is in the wilderness. I just, like I said, avoid PKers at all costs. If a team gets on me, I just FF15, go next.
Yeah, I believe if you just run west before you hit the resource area and right before the Magic Axe Hut, like right there, there's a line. Maybe not, though. But nonetheless, Scorpia's cool. You freeze the boss, and then you just run around the room like you would killing Commander Ziliana. And then just, you know, range it down or mage it down. And minions will come out. You can just freeze them or kill them. I believe they heal the boss if they attack you, something like that.
If they're next to Scorpia, then they'll heal it.
Okay, so you freeze them away and then kite the boss.
You freeze them, and then if Scorpia walks away from them, then they can't heal. Or if they're underneath Scorpia, then they can't heal it.
Okay. Yeah, and then they upgraded Scorpia's drop table like a year or two ago. I think this is when they added the Dragon Two-Hand Sword. Maybe it was always on there. You can also get Dragon Scimitar from here. So if you need the Master Step, I think it's Master for Dragon 2H, you can check out Scorpia. It might actually be an okay method because you can get so many kills an hour, but there's probably a better way. Yeah, anything else with Scorpia you want to throw in here?
Nope, I don't think so.
All right. Last but not least, one of my favorites, and by the way, the best Slayer helm. You guys are absolutely wrong.
Hey.
KBD, King Black Dragon. I was actually tempted. You guys saying the Twisted helm's so cool. I was like, maybe I should go buy one of those. Peer pressured.
You got the league
being told
points?
Something was cool. I don't think I do, but I have some left over, but I think that one's a lot. So now I don't have that many. But
gotcha. Yeah.
Maybe next leagues. All right, KBD. This one is, Framed favorite or any PKer's favorite because people bring way too much risk out here sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Reason being is once you get in the lair, you're completely safe. So you take the Burning Amulet or the Obelisk, you open the gate, and there's like black demons or greater demons right there. Take the ladder, pull the lever, and then you're free. So if someone pulls the lever and they're in your instance, they're just kind of ragging your kills, but they cannot attack you. So that is the trick. Also, if you're stuck in the wilderness and you want to get out, that's the deep wilderness still. Instead of running 15 more levels south, you can just go to the KBD layer and TP out instantly. So, King Black Dragon, I know this is a pet hunter's favorite. I've seen Coxie's little explainer.
Yeah.
Drops Draconic Visage, the Dragon Pickaxe, pretty rare from here though. KBD heads to recolor your Slayer helm and get the best recolor in the game. And the pet, Prince Black Dragon. I know for Iron Man, I definitely just melee this boss with a Hosta, my best stab weapon. I think that sounds right. I'm sure if you have a Fang, that's probably better. But do not Lance. Bring Lance. Yeah. That I did it before Lance, but that would definitely be the way to go. But yeah, don't bring your full max gear when you're running there because people will be waiting.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to see you in a YouTube video, but I'll let you take it from here, Poplo.
Right. Yeah, not too much. This is a pretty old boss, so it's kind of one of the classics, right?
Yeah, this was like my childhood dream to kill.
Yeah.
This is like the poster child of like a RuneScape boss because there weren't many.
I know. It's great. What I did for the pet hunt was kind of fun. I did kill it in max gear, but I smuggled 3 pieces at a time with the ults. And so I would just kill it on the main, and then I'd run in and trade over like 3 pieces of max gear and then teleport out. And then eventually I could just
that's genius.
Yeah, bring myself supplies and max gear. So after like 2 trips, I'd just be killing it in complete max. And then I would I used Fang and Justy on an alt for DPS. But yeah, Coxie's got a crazy video using like 10 accounts, spec transfer, and getting, I don't know, 150 kills an hour or something crazy. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, but I got this pet.
I didn't even think of that.
2,500. So
yeah. Very cool. All right. Well, that wraps it up for kind of what we wanted to talk about this week with the wilderness bosses. I'm sure we'll get Heartless's takes in the future. He loves the wilderness. I kind of felt bad talking about this without him, but we can talk about revs and maybe wilderness PKing and skilling in the future. So, we do have a chest room coming up. Is there any other things with wilderness bosses you wanted to mention?
No, I think that's it. I'll probably be out there soon on the group Iron. Like I said, starting to do a little bit of Slayer.
Come and get ya.
But if you see me out there, then come at me with the skis, and you might just end up killing me, actually. So, but yeah, no, that's all I got.
Awesome.
What about you? Anything?
All right.
Anything else?
Nope. Nothing from me. I hope you get spooned on the Void Waker.
Thank you.
And same with Dragon Picks.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, a lot of fun. So we will see you guys in the chest room.
All right, welcome to the chest room. It is my week this week, Poplo's week. Hoyt, how you feeling? Just me and you in the chest room. Heartless had to skedaddle.
Nervous.
So you nervous that you're gonna lose this week?
You're gonna take it out on me for all those games I made you play.
That's right. Finally got you alone in here. No, we're gonna do something a little different. This is actually an idea. So I was spitballing ideas with my wife back and forth, and this was one of her ideas that I thought was super fun, maybe entertaining, and just something short we could do. But so kind of more of a discussion, but I wanted to get couple opinions on this. But I have prepared just a couple like real life celebrities, and I want to imagine if they played RuneScape, what would their accounts look like? What would they do? Would they be mains? Would they be irons? And if you have any celebrities that you wanna theory craft, but what would they be like if we saw them in RuneScape?
Okay.
So
I'm in.
All right. Yeah, this is just totally spitballing. Say whatever. But I figured, first one that we had to start off with is the Queen Taylor Swift. I mean,
God. What if I told you I really hate Taylor Swift?
Whoa, okay. Well, then you might imagine her a little bit differently in game than some people would. Do you want to pick it? Should we do a different one? Or
No.
Okay.
This is the chest room.
So
I'm trying to think of how I can explain why I don't like Taylor Swift to people. But I don't.
Yeah, maybe you have to explain yourself first.
She rubs me the wrong way. She seems like a weird like pick me girl, and
she's kind of on everything.
And she acts like really. I think she acts very like infantile or very like innocent little schoolgirl, and she's like a grown ass woman, and that's kind of weird to me. But
some of the songs about high school.
Yeah.
So
I think she's cringe is probably the word. But,
okay.
She's obviously very talented, and there's a reason she's a billionaire. She's smart.
True.
But
best marketer.
Back to the question.
Yeah, I can start us off. I think to start off, I think she'd definitely be a main because she'd just be filthy rich.
It's all about the money.
I think that she'd be like 500 total level, like just low GE standard, just yapping.
But yeah, like a 302er.
Yeah, 302er definitely.
Yeah, she'd be in one of Jimmy's videos with her. She'd be holding the flowers, like the beret and the white.
Oh yeah,
gnome scarf.
The gnome scarf,
Yeah,
the black cavalier, or
yeah, she'd be standing outside of Varrock in Varrock Square in 2004.
Oh yeah,
with the RPers, the elegant outfit. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I see that. I agree with that. I feel like she'd also, I don't know, just like real life, feel like she'd have some wealth. Maybe she'd kind of some e-girling going on. Maybe she's got a rich boyfriend who gives her his cash stack to hold on to.
Like Zezma's girlfriend or something.
Yeah, she's probably got like the cheapest party hat. Yeah.
Yeah. I think she RWTs any of her gold.
Oh yeah, 100%. Interesting.
I don't know if she.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Okay, I like that though. I think we agree on Taylor.
I think so. Yeah, she'd just be pretty popular, just chatting with people all the time.
Yeah,
I think that she'd be getting a lot of free donations. Say that.
Oh yeah,
people just be pouring Santa hats over to her back in the day, and yeah, definitely.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. The next one that I was thinking of, I just wanted to pick celebrities that kind of everybody knows too. And kind of maybe some different ones. So I didn't want to pick another actor or singer. So I want to pick a sports athlete. So what do you think about LeBron James?
Oh shit.
I feel like he would be a little bit different here. So what I was kind of thinking,
LeBron or Jordan?
Oh yeah. Who's the GOAT? Who's the basketball guy? Are you a basketball guy? Are you a sports guy? No, not really.
No.
Okay.
I like. I went to a college that was very good at basketball. So college basketball is cool, like March Madness. But I don't follow sports, and I really wish I did, because I kind of struggle, like hanging out with the boys sometimes and relating to other dudes. Because the second they hear I don't like care about sports or don't follow them, they like don't know what to talk about with me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like music or movies or video games. Like, fucking nerd.
I know we've got a lot of college football fans in the Discord. So my advice to you would be, don't pick a team, because you're just going to piss somebody off. No matter what you say, you're going to piss someone off.
I grew up playing all the sports, and spoiler, I was bad at them. I'm just not athletic. I had a great time on the bench. Just like I was a class clown, just making friends and laughing and doing pranks.
The social guy.
So everyone liked me. They just didn't want me on the field.
That's fair. But everyone knows LeBron James. So what would he be like?
LeBron, I mean, obviously very high achiever, hyper competitive. This guy doesn't leave Top Bank. Dude, he does not leave Top Bank.
That's what I was thinking.
That's my take.
I said he's a max F raider.
Yep, 100%.
Do you think he'd be a speedrunner going for Rex, or?
I think he'd be one of those like anime profile pictures where he like talks down on every raid that isn't Top. Like,
an anime profile picture.
Yeah, maybe if you beg him, he might do a CM, but. Nah, he's only ripping Tobs. And he would not be raiding with Hoyt, I'll tell you that much.
He'd just be yelling at you during the,
He'd be fuming. He does not do learners.
Is he maxed?
Nope. No. He would talk about how, why would I possibly max? It doesn't do anything at top.
Why would I go do other things?
65 runecraft for sure. For Fremennik Exiles.
Yeah, so early game.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely early game topper. Yep. Yeah.
But he's got the dust, he's got the kits.
Oh yeah, totally.
He's got full bis, he's got a 15 build bank, but
everyone would look at him and be like, dang, I'm a little jealous of that guy. I want to be that guy.
Oh yeah.
Because he's the GOAT, what can you say? So.
Too bad he's mid game, but yeah.
Too bad he's mid game. Yep. Go train your skills, buddy. All right, and then I had the last one, and I just thought it would be funny, but I'm going to encourage to stay away from like political stuff. but I think that Donald Trump would have a really funny RuneScape account.
Dude, he would
be hilarious.
Pay for every service.
Yes, totally.
He'd buy every service. Oh man,
he would have
so funny.
He would have so many gold
He'd
farmers
buy a
working for
him. He'd buy a fire game. He does not know how many sets his Infernal
right? He does not know the sets. But you think he's standing out there in max gear and everything too, just pimping? Or you think he's got some fashionscape going on?
No, I mean, dude's definitely got a loaded bank that he actually probably doesn't have a max bank, but he's got like a 2 bill bank, and he tells everyone he got it merching.
Oh yeah,
like 100%. Number one, like gold buyer's excuse is I merged.
Yeah.
I love this. I saw this recently on Reddit, but it's like merchers claim they go from 10 mil to 100 mil, right, to like 1 bill.
Okay, yeah.
Why did they stop at 1 bill?
Could have had 10.
You know? They always stop. And it's like, if you're so good at 10xing your money, why do you only have 1 or 2 bill? Like,
yeah.
It just, the whole thing falls apart. It's like somehow you turned 100 mil from your buddy into, into 1 bill from merching, and then you just stopped.
And the crazy thing is 1 bill like doesn't even get you as far these days.
It's nothing. Yeah, you can barely get a shadow.
Yeah,
and
it's like, oh, good
maybe
for you.
A piece of ancestral.
It's because of the GE buy limits. Once you hit 1 bill, you start capping all of your GE offers out. So.
Yeah, don't give him an excuse. That actually makes sense.
No,
what do you think?
No,
of
you're
Trump?
still right. I think also, if there's ever a Falador riot, I think Donnie T is right there in Falador with his cannon.
Oh yeah, giving
Retribution or Smite up. Yeah, giving a speech, getting the people going.
We have to fight. Oh no!
And I said
where are my true gamers?
He's specifically got 99 defense and 99 attack and 1 strength.
Remember the shaman mask guy from the guy who's wearing like he had like paint on his face, and he was wearing this like fur thing around his head. Anyways, I just saw it in RuneScape as a guy with like the bear mask that all the pures wear from the mountain camp.
Yeah,
I just saw that with Trump like telling him to run in there.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, deep cut, but
Yep.
No, it's funny. Yeah, he would definitely have a nightmare zone. He'd be level 126 for sure.
Yeah.
He'd have an untrimmed prayer cape. He'd definitely have an untrimmed prayer cape.
1 Slayer. Never doesn't even know what a Slayer task is.
Yeah. Yep. And he'd have level 7 from he heard about the museum thing. But
yeah. Ban the gold farmer.
Very funny. Did you hear about Elon Musk and his Diablo account shenanigans?
No.
Okay,
wait,
so,
I think I did see I saw a headline for this. But yeah, you go for it.
So, I don't know a lot, but I did play Diablo 4. That's the new Diablo game that came out.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, amazing first 40 hours. There's no end game. That's why the game sucks.
Okay.
But the first 40 hours, the campaign, the cutscenes, like 10 out of 10 gameplay. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
But Elon, he really wanted the gamers on his side. He wanted to be one of us.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, guys, I'm addicted to Diablo 4 on top of like just purchasing Twitter and running SpaceX and Tesla and everything. But the
poor guy, he's got to juggle his real life responsibilities with the video game addiction, just like all of us.
Literal 14 kids.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was paying somebody. Let me restart. Elon would stream himself playing Diablo 4, and he had this beefed account.
Yeah.
And he was testing out streaming on Twitter. Well, anyways, he kept getting greedier and greedier, and he kept wanting people to really think he was a giga gamer, like big brain. He's good at everything he does, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's Elon.
Yeah.
So he was paying these boosting services to get him the best gear in the game. I'm talking like the equivalent of like third age pick rarity.
Whoa.
Like like something you would only see the top 0.01% have. So all of a sudden, he has this account with all this crazy gear, and in a lot of games, the craziest gear has like a set effect or something that's busted.
Sure.
But the base stats are shit. And his whole gear set was filled with these pieces that had like really bad base stats, but they rolled crazy RNG on like the set effects.
Okay.
Basically. Mm-hmm. So here comes Elon logging on his account, streaming to like literally 1 million people on Twitter, because he like globally blasts the notification.
Sure.
And he's telling people, he's like looking through his equipment screen, and he's saying, yeah, you know, this chest plate's pretty bad. I'm gonna need to find a new one, because he's looking at the base stats, because he didn't even grind the gear, so he doesn't even understand.
Oh no.
So the real people playing the game are like, this guy has like, you know, a third age pick in his hand.
Yeah.
He's talking about, well, it's not as good as a dragon pick, but he's serious.
Oh no. He exposed himself on live TV.
So he exposed himself, and he kind of stopped the whole Diablo 4 thing after that. But he got world first in a like a speed run for basically just a speed run thing. His account got world first, so he went out of his way to find someone who could do a world first attempt in his name.
Wow.
Now it's kind of like having a record on RuneScape where it's like one of 28 things. So it wasn't that impressive.
Okay.
But it was really impressive.
Okay.
It was obviously not him.
Hey, maybe
so
he
it's just
maybe he had early access. He bought some early access to it or something.
Yeah. But when you said Trump, you made me think of like what Elon did with just buying his way through the game and then embarrassing himself.
That's hilarious. Hey, that's the same for Trump's bought Inferno Cape.
Yeah.
When he's telling all his buddies about how amazing, how his Inferno Cape is the best Inferno Cape and no one has anyone like it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I did have a celebrity though.
Okay. Yeah, let's hear.
Instantly, I don't know why, but I just thought of Snoop Dogg would be a fun one. What do you think Snoop Dogg's account would be?
99 Herbor.
Safe bet. I think he'd be I think he'd be big into the gambling, the dark side.
You think he'd be doing the flower games and stuff like that? At GE?
No, the like PK, the Darox, like risking whatever in the Discords, that one.
You think so? He'd be a death matcher, you saying?
I like Snoop Dogg, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure dude was like acquitted of murder back in the 90s. But anyways, he so it goes with the whole PKing thing. But,
yeah. Okay.
I like him, but he will not turn down $1.
That's
he
true.
will do any ad as long as you pay him enough. Every single crypto thing, Snoop would. He does more advertisements than any other celebrity I know. He's up there with like Shaq.
Yeah.
So
just selling out.
I think he would. Yeah, I think he would. Which, hey, good for him. Whatever he's got.
Okay, I also remember watching the last Olympics, and Snoop Dogg was on. He was on the Olympics as much as like Taylor Swift is on football. Like he's everywhere.
Oh yeah,
on the Olympics. They're like, hey, look in the crowd, Snoop Dogg's here. Like everybody.
Yeah, he's great. I do love Snoop, but I just think he would be into that whole side of the game because he's kind of into he follows the money and the shortcuts, and
that's right.
He's a chiller. Like he's not gonna be doing top.
No.
He's going to be smoking a blunt and doing a 50-50 risk, you know?
That's right.
Why not?
I could also see him just chilling
and whipstaking.
Like, I'm going to just do some barbarian fishing and chat and hang out in the chat or something. Like,
yeah. He'd do house parties, I'll tell you that, like a house host.
Yeah. He'd be a house party host, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Be good.
I love it.
That's funny.
Nice. Well, there's
anyone else we can think of?
Yeah, you got anyone else that you want to do? Those are the ones that I had. But it's hard to pick ones that are like
it is hard to pick
actually decent, you know, who would actually have some type of personality.
All right. So, well, you said Trump. I'm gonna say it. Barack Obama.
You're going full
what does
politics
it count
here,
be?
huh?
We're gonna drag Obama into our degeneracy.
I think that
Sasha, Malia.
All right,
I've got to get 99. Michelle, I'm not done with the raid. Let me say this clearly. Todd must be complete before dinner.
He's definitely got a fire cape, and he wants to get his Inferno cape, and then he just wants to talk about how the Inferno needs to be fixed. And like, I don't know. He puts in some effort, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I think he'd start a podcast.
He'd start, yeah, probably. He'd be up there in Falador, rioting too.
Obama, if you're listening, we'll have you on. Did you see he did the was it the National Geographic, what is that documentary series, like The Amazing Earth or whatever? It's on Netflix, but he narrated the whole thing. It was like 10 episodes long, like Planet Earth, I think. Like one of those huge shows.
I'm Googling it. Oh, like Our Oceans is what it's called.
Okay,
but yeah, it's like a
amazing series.
Yeah, it's like a nature documentary thing.
Really good, highly recommend. But
really,
yeah. What else? I think he'd have like a very well-rounded account. Definitely. But yeah, I don't think he'd be like a Max F.
He's got his diaries.
I think he'd probably get frustrated.
I think he's got his diaries.
He's a diary doer. Man went to Harvard. He does his diaries.
Think he's an Iron Man?
Oh yeah,
he's maybe the only one that I could see being an Iron. He worked hard for.
Dude, Bernie Sanders is a UIM. I'm telling you right now. The rich and their banks.
That's great.
Dude, he hates the banks. Yeah,
he hates the banks.
Bernie Sanders UIM.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Nice. Oh. Well, cool. Thanks for entertaining
This is a fun
me.
game.
Yeah, shout out to my wife for the idea.
Yes, she did great.
That was really fun. So, yeah.
My wife. Shout out Poplo's wife.
There you go.
Good stuff.
Yep. Yeah,
right.
If you want to, like we said, if you want to join us in game, our links will be, or our clan is RaidsBank in game, and Discord links will be in the description. Hoyt, got anything before we break for the week?
Nope. Thank you very much.
Sweet. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
See ya.